What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it. Let's learn some Pulp Fiction pinball. Right off the bat, when you plunge, you're going to come up here, and if you can hit into this saucer right here while all arrows are lit up, you'll get 100,000 points. Or you can hold the left flipper and plunge all the way around. All major shots are lit. If you hit any of them, those are worth 100,000 points as well. You collect characters at the saucer here. They will light up in the middle of the playfield here, and then you lock in the character over here in the right saucer. If you can collect all 5 characters, that lights cast chaos multi-ball at the right saucer. Next up, we got the big kahuna bonus. If you hit these 2 red stand-ups up here by the pops and then come down here and hit the dangerous target by the magnet, you will increase your playfield multiplier from 1x to 2x. This will last for your entire ball. It goes away once you drain. Next up, mode. You shoot the right target, drop target here. That will light an outlane ball save and also light your modes. All the modes are started here via the saucer behind the drop target. Each mode is very simple. You either hit pop bumpers in one mode, red arrow targets in another mode, this target right here in another mode, and spinners in the other mode. Multi-balls, we got pawn shop. You hit these drop targets down here to light lock, hit the hole behind the drops 3 times to start that multi-ball. Briefcase multi-ball. You have the inline drop targets here. Hit all these down to light lock and the hole back here. Hit that 3 times to start that multi-ball. Multi-balls cannot be stacked. Next up, if you hit the 1, 2, 3, 4 in lanes at the top and bottom of the play field, that will increase your end of ball bonus and also light the Royale with Cheese target for a hurry up. If you hit that Royale with Cheese target for the hurry up, it will collect the hurry up and then light this target for your gun bonus, which is essentially collecting your end of ball bonus during your ball. You can continue to build this value as you play the game. Collecting the hurry up at this target also lights super spinners at both these spinners for 1 rip per spinner. Try fast mode. Roll down a lit in lane, shoot the opposite orbit to accumulate miles per hour, and then collect via this tiny stand-up behind the drops. Some strategy. Obviously, getting your playfield X up is great. Playing modes on their own can be very valuable. Do not ignore those. And playing multi-balls for an extended period of time can also be very valuable. That's Pulp Fiction.
Yep, let us get that. Okay. Oh,
we got it?
Goodness.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Let me fix up that double audio problem. We'll get that worked out. How about that? Now,
that is better.
Guys, we finally got there. So let's go to all games. Yeah, you guys are good to go now. Thank you.
Yep. So, all right, ready for the third test of this intro?
Yeah, I think at this point we could do it, from memory. But we are starting up our first game of Pulp Fiction. Welcome to Pincinnati. Lewis,
yes,
2024 Pincinnati. Thanks, everybody, for hanging in there while we got it worked out.
Yep.
We should have our matchup coming up here in just a second, and we will pick our match, and then we can talk about this tournament and what's to come.
Yes. As we're walking up here and seeing that Pulp Fiction is quickly trying to take its first victim.
It doesn't take long with Pulp Fiction.
Oh, no, that was almost straight down the middle house ball, but thankfully there is a ball save on this. So you do not just immediately have to walk away and feel sad about that one.
All right, we have our players. Thank you to the 3 ladies for waiting for us to get started.
Yeah.
So let's talk format while we're kicking off. We are beginning right now with the very first tournament from the convention, but this is actually our 3rd tournament of the weekend, believe it or not.
Yes, this is we're no longer on the road to Pincinnati because Pincinnati is opening in 48 minutes.
That's right. We are officially at Pincinnati. So Pincinnati is on the east side of Cincinnati. It's our big convention here in the Queen City, the birthplace of pinball, which I love to share with folks. And this is our first tournament here, which is the qualifying for the Women's Amazing Race. We're going to do that tonight. Then we've already done the Strikes tournament. That was yesterday. Holly Koskinen walked away with a win on Classic Strikes. We already did the Road to Pincinnati tournament at Arcade Legacy on Wednesday.
That's 2.
And now we're going to find out who is qualifying. Top 24 women are going to qualify for our Amazing Race.
Yes, they will.
And that takes place tomorrow. So that's catching you all up. That's where we're at. We have an entire weekend full of pinball. We have women's finals tomorrow, Amazing Race format. We have match play tomorrow.
Yes, second half of the match play.
Yep, which is going to be amazing. We also have a gauntlet tournament on Sunday, and we have a kids tournament on Sunday.
Yes, and don't forget, there will also be top 8 of the match play finals on Sunday as well.
Yep. So lots of pinball. You don't want to go anywhere. We'll have a bunch of commentators. We'll have a lot of different faces sitting in these chairs.
Yes.
And with any good luck, no power outage this year.
Fingers crossed for that. No, there will be a lot of lovely faces here. I mean, we have 49 women here for the women's tournament.
Amazing.
So hopefully some of them will be able to swing by and say hi and talk to us about how they're doing in the tournament.
For sure.
I mean, other than that, what do you think about this Pulp Fiction so far?
So Pulp Fiction is a mean game to begin with. You said it yourself, right? It claims its first victim.
Yep.
This game has, especially the way it's set up here, has very little ball save. It's really easy. You can see you got the wide out lanes there, right? With the with the rubbers moved a little bit further up. So playing this game is just it's all risk. It's all what am I willing to risk? Because the reward, as Eric shared in the Minotaurial, can be huge.
Yes.
If you can get up and get your multiplier going, get those 2 targets just above the bumpers, and then hit the old watch, that multiplier can drive your score through the roof. But it's also super dangerous.
Exactly.
So this game is all risk and reward. What do you think of this one?
So, I mean, Pulp Fiction in Tournament is definitely one of those risk-reward games. Everything in this game is, how much do I want to press my luck?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you have modes where you might have to shoot targets. You might have to shoot dangerous things to build a value, and then you have 10 seconds to cash out that value at the end of the mode or you lose it.
Yep.
You have collecting characters. If you can survive 5 trips to the character saucer, Cast Chaos is lit. That is super valuable.
Yep.
To get the pawn shot multi-ball, you got to knock down drop targets that are straight in the middle of the playfield and love to throw the ball towards the right out lane.
I love everything about this game. This was my very favorite game of the year. If I could buy a new pin tomorrow, it would probably be Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
It is so eminently playable. It just, everything about it draws you in. And when it first came out, this is a street-level game, right?
Yeah.
There's no ramps. There's no, I guess there's like the one VUK and through.
Yeah.
But it's basically a street-level game in a very early 90s design.
Exactly.
And I think folks were like, I'm not sure if it justifies the price. Friends, I'm telling you, this game is fun as heck.
Yes. I 100% agree. I was in a very close contest for Game of the Year 2023 internally for me. I like thinking about all the games that came out. And this was, I think, if it wasn't the #1 game, it was the #2 game.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, yes, can we get the names updated?
Oh, is it struggling with names? Sure.
It is struggling with names.
Let me see what's going on. That might be a match play thing. I may not be able to fix that, but we can talk about who's playing.
Yes.
Let me see why.
We can talk about Anna.
Let me see why that's not doing that. Thank you for calling that out.
Yeah.
I can try and refresh it. Maybe we'll have some luck. It looks like, so sometimes what happens is if somebody's name is different it's like if it's different in match play than it is on when they signed up, sometimes it doesn't display.
Yeah, Rebecca is currently player 4. I apologize. She has been able to quickly find her way into Briefcase Boogie, which also unfortunately finds its way quickly out of, oh no.
Oh no. Those in-lane drains are so common on this game because it's just a very fast game. And you get the in-lane, and then that big wide out lane is just wide open, eating them up.
Yes, and also this game is set up with the, as you swiped that quick, with the post rubbers removed. There is a very cheeky strategy in this game where you just chats all day.
Yeah.
And They will be fixing that in code. I don't know if that code's out yet, but
You can do it.
You can do it, but with the rubbers off, the ball is going to fly out the top, and it's going to go out of control.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
I've been looking at some of these games today, and I have never come to a Pincinnati before, so this is my first.
Well, welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad you're here.
But I looked over a lot of the game setups, and I'm like, Eric knows his stuff.
Uh-huh. And he makes it hard. He said, look, I don't want a game to go like more than half an hour,
Yep.
right? So I'm not going to make them hard just for hard's sake. In fact, the Game of Thrones actually has a short ball save on, which we didn't have last year.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make it playable,
Yeah.
but also keep the rounds short.
Yes.
Short-ish.
Yeah, that's something I will definitely say, kind of giving some insider knowledge here from our Pinburg design. You build banks with an average in mind, or you build games with a maximum in mind.
Yep.
It's something where I think Eric has done a really good job of designing it, and Desiree has done a very good job of showing us that, yes, this game does let you play it as long as you're willing to nudge, you make your shots.
Oh, right down the middle.
And once you miss, you can get punished.
Yep. Yeah, long balls on this game are a rarity. So if we get to watch even, a 2-minute ball, it's kind of a delight.
It's a treat.
Yeah, it really is. So, I mean, the character strategy on this, I really struggle with, because the odds of me making that shot into that saucer
Yes.
more than 3 times in a ball are pretty low.
Okay.
Are you good enough at that shot that you can hit it most of the time?
So it's kind of like a 50-50.
Yeah.
If some games, you will get an up and down feed out of that, and that can get you multiple characters in one trip. As soon as you see that, your brain might go, oh, I can actually go for that.
Mm-hmm.
But on a normal game, I'm really only going for it if I see 3-4 characters lit.
Yep. Yep.
And as you can see, we are playing Pulp Fiction. Holly did just have a ball while we were discussing that.
It was up and down like that. Left out lane, draining, gone.
Yeah. You can easily have your ball end in a snaps.
Yep.
And if you don't have hold cast, which you can get from
Amplitude, thanks for the sub.
left target here, when it's lit, you lose everything.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah, it really is hard, because you might have a strategy where you keep going up top to get that cast, and you get all 5 lit, you still haven't made that one shot. It's all gone. Just like that.
I just played this in OBX qualifying, and that exactly happened to me.
Did it?
I had Cast Chaos lit.
Yeah.
I got an outlane.
Cast Chaos is so valuable and so hard to get to. I usually don't play it. My strategy on this game is I short plunge,
Yep.
and I immediately start looking at briefcase, and I immediately start looking at the modes.
Speaking of the modes, wash the car.
Oh, clean the
Clean the car, sorry.
Yep. So this is going to be the orbit shots,
Yep.
and it's such a satisfying shot, because not only do you rip that spinner, but you get that rumble from the...
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, unfortunately, a quick mode there.
Yep.
But even just starting a mode gets you a fair amount of points, so she's going to at least position herself to potentially take second here.
There is no safe shot on this game.
No.
The orbits are about the closest thing to a safe shot, and even then, Pinheads, Chad Hobbs, what's up, man? Thanks for the sub. Even then, if you shoot the orbits and you end up in the pops, now you're in danger territory again.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, no, that was that same issue we talked about.
Divine Intervention has struck again. She's
Wow.
getting that back on a very loose grace period there.
Yep. I also have to hand it to Pulp Fiction for integration of sounds. They did an awesome job
Oh, my
bringing the
goodness.
movie into the game.
Yes.
Now, you did see there in fact, let me hit replay real quick. This could have potentially been a save opportunity on that little post. Potentially. But when you flip after hitting the post, you're basically sealing the deal, because now it's going to hit the bottom of the flipper and gone.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that could have been saved. It might have been saved.
Yeah, this game does have a post on it, which is your one saving grace.
Yep.
We're gonna be cool.
By the way, if you don't know Pinheads, this is our local Cincinnati zine run by Chad,
Yep.
who's also an amazing tournament player, a killer part of our local community.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And he sends out these hand-drawn, handmade zines every month. I've been subscribing for years. I absolutely love them.
Oh, I follow online. Those things are amazing.
Yep. I love them. It's really good basic information about pinball,
Yep.
everywhere to play in the region, and then you get a little bit of rules knowledge and history knowledge all kind of mixed in there.
There's a lot of fun little tidbits that are inside of that as well.
Yep.
With great vengeance and furious anger.
Then the sound design on this, as you were saying right there, amazing.
Oh, there you go again.
The outlane design, Evil.
Evil. You could see how many outlanes we've had. Even with that post in the center, you'd think you wouldn't see a lot of center drains, but it is built to get you at those angles. It just, you can't save it.
There's a lot of sideways angles that make the post harder to use than normal. So it's deceptively rough.
It is. It's difficult. So we're on ball 3, player 4, Rebecca.
Yep, and Rebecca gets to walk this one off, so
Give her a walk-off win.
easily.
Love that. I mean, to start out a big tournament like this with a walk-away win, that has to be confidence inspiring.
Oh my goodness, it
right?
does.
That has to be confidence inspiring. Love that. So that's going to be 7 points to Rebecca.
Yep.
And she's going to play it out anyway. Why not?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're not going to be doing anything right now. You might as well get the extra practice in.
You've got a little time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Throw the ball up. Ooh.
I went back and watched the movie
Okay.
after this pin came out. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen it since the pin came out.
I have not since the pin came out.
It's held up okay.
Yeah.
Not 100%, but it's held up okay. It's worth going back
it's
to watch.
Tarantino. I don't expect it to hold up 100%, but I do expect it to mostly hold up.
Yeah, not a family film. Would not encourage you to bring the kids, but it's held up pretty well. So that's going to put us on the board for our first game. It's going to be 7 points right off the bat for Rebecca. Tracy's going to pick up 5. Desiree is going to pick up 3. And Holly Koskinen's going to pick up 1 point. But it's only round 1.
Correct?
Of 3 hours of qualifying pinball.
Yes. I believe cutoff time is going to be somewhere between 4:05 and 4:10.
Okay.
They won't draw any rounds 15 minutes beforehand. That's part of the rules here, but they're going to play up 3 hours, 3 hours and change. Maybe we might get some bonus pinball. There will be tiebreakers. There will be shenanigans. Tiebreakers this year are all on big game.
Is that right?
Yes.
It's all big game.
It's all been communicated in the rules already.
Yep. So big game is sort of like it's like the pet table of Pincinnati every year.
Oh, yes.
I don't know that there will ever be a Pincinnati that doesn't have big game in it.
Oh, no.
Ooh, okay. Our tournament director, Bree, is making some announcements.
Just some practice rules.
Oh, okay.
Some courtesy. Don't play next to an active game.
Yeah.
But you are allowed to practice between games.
Yep.
Normal stuff.
Okay. Very good. I should let Bree know we have a microphone so she doesn't have to yell at everybody.
Oh, no, she knows.
She knows. She just wants to.
Yeah, she just wants to.
She just wants to yell at everybody.
Earlier we were testing the microphone, and I did the very foolish audio thing of putting a live microphone in front of a speaker, and I definitely blew out one of my ears.
I have done this thing, and it is the worst.
It is
It
definitely
is the very worst.
like she grabbed the mic out of my hand so fast and shut it off. It was amazing.
Yeah, feedback's a killer. Let's talk sponsors. What do you say?
Yes, let's go ahead and bring up some lovely sponsors.
Oh, we're done with the round.
Okay, let me know where you guys want to go.
Okay, let's move over to something 90s. Can we move to something 90s?
Ooh.
Let's do Jackpot. Let's do Jackpot.
All right.
So, yeah, let's talk sponsors. We cannot do this without our sponsors sponsoring prizes, making sure that when you win, it's a big deal, right? So, my sponsor screen's gone. Hold on. There you go.
Where's the big deal? This tournament doesn't have a big deal. How could it be such a big deal?
We need a big deal in this tournament.
Jokes aside, thank you to Arcade Legacy for being the presenting sponsor. We've got Pinball Monk, we've got Tilt Amusements, Comet Pinball, Stern Pinball, SpeakerLikeHits.com, Pin Stadium Lights, and Mad Pinball, all giving lovely sponsorships, prizes, making sure that this weekend is the best weekend in at least December, if not the year.
This is my favorite weekend of the year, I have to be honest. And I'm lucky enough to get to go to a bunch of different shows and do this different shows. But I have to say I have a special fondness in my heart for Pincinnati. And it is one of the last big tournaments of the year, too. So it's a really fun way to finish out the year.
Oh, by the way, we are actually going to be getting started here. So if you want to go out and get us some new players in there.
Yeah, let's do it. So we can, if they're going to get going, we can skip the Minotaurial.
Yeah, I think we can give this one a quick once-over.
Okay, let's do it. Do you want to talk rules while I bring this up?
Sounds great. So, they're going to fire right up. Stephanie Zona stepping up here, so I'm going to let Stephanie, she's going to go for the full plunge. That is one thing you could do up here. You could go for the, oops, why'd I go for that? You can go for the skill shot. As you could also see, before you hit any of the visor shots, there will be one row or one column that's lit.
Mm-hmm.
You can drop the visor immediately by hitting that, and she's done so.
That's a big shot because it's super dangerous to play those middle shots.
Yes.
If you can get that visor to drop right off the bat, you have an immediate advantage on the game.
She also collected one of the games out of the game saucer.
Very nice.
So you go into the game saucer, you can relight that with
Uh-oh.
this ramp
nice shot.
here. And if you get all 4 of those, you'll light Casino Run for a 5th one.
Yep. Casino Run is my favorite strategy in this game. I am not amazing at the multi-ball, but if you can get Casino Run, you can rack up all kinds of points.
Here's the thing. I love Casino Run to death. I am somebody who is eternally cursed when it comes to Gamble Core and pinball.
Yeah.
I have had a lot of tournaments where I've gone, oh, I got a bomb on the first spin.
Yeah. So, yeah, Casino Run, hopefully we'll get to see one here in a minute, but there is a total risk reward in that because you're literally wagering with every spin. Am I going to get a bunch more points or am I going to hit a bomb and lose everything?
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Jason, thanks for the good lucks, and I promise you were going to see some awesome pinball today.
So here's the other thing you can do when you play a game. Double or nothing. Double or nothing, what it allows you to do is you can either take the points from that mode, or you have 10 seconds to shoot under the ramp to double it.
Yep.
Now, if you haven't played a Casino Run yet, it will also light your game saucer again. So you'll see a lot of people choose the double or nothing because it gives them that opportunity to just go right back to the game saucer.
I did not know that it will light the game saucer if you haven't played Casino Run.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Another way to do it, as Katie did here, is there's a arrow that's lit when you're knocking down the visor. It gives you a mystery award. One of the mystery awards is saucer lit.
Oh, very nice.
So if you really can't find that left ramp, there are many ways to light the game saucer.
I have always just used the left ramp. That's great to know that I have other options. I know it comes up on mystery every once in a while, but
yeah,
that's great. Oh, shout out for the Queen City Sea Witches. That's our local Bells and Chimes League run out of Arcade Legacy. Just had a Sea Witches tournament last week.
Nice.
Yep. First Sunday of every month. If you are in the greater Cincinnati area, or you can just drive to the greater Cincinnati area, it starts at 1 o'clock every Sunday at Arcade Legacy. It's a ton of fun. Hopefully we're coming in loud and clear. You all have to let us know as we try and balance out the rig sounds with our sounds. Let us know how we're doing. Nancy Marsh up now. Nancy is a staple not only of the Cincinnati pinball area, but also of the Dayton pinball area. And her and Chad are in residence at Canal Street up there all the time.
Nice.
Yep.
So it looks like 3 of our 4 players have the multi-ball visor down. Laura is still working on it, but you can always get that done pretty quickly.
Yep.
Stephanie is stepping up here with 1 ball in the lock. I believe she has the left eye locked already.
Yeah, I think she locked that one right off the bat. So now we got to get that right eye figured out. You can often backhand that, but you almost have to do it from a trap. It's so early on the flipper. Oh no, right out lane drain. That was so up and down fast. That's such a bummer.
Yeah, this is definitely another one of those games where it does have a center post. The posts are in even on the out lanes, but it will punish you if you miss your shots.
Yep. And that center post it looks like it's doing you a favor, but it's also a risk because, as we said, if you flip at it and it hits that center post, oftentimes it'll end up under the flipper.
Yes. Nice rattle out there. That's a wonderful save.
Yeah, she's had a couple of great saves already.
And it looks like she's actually got the skill shot locked in. This is definitely
Fantastic.
something as kind of like a other strategy you could pull on this game if you go up the ramp. Just like Pinbot, if you fall down into the shooter lane, you get a skill shot.
Great rattle.
If you fall down into the flipper lane, you get an award. And right now, she's staring down a potential 75 million point under the ramp shot for collecting double bonus.
Did she go for double or nothing?
No, she did not go for double or
She
nothing.
took her 15 million and moved on.
She locked the ball, but she's going to get a ball coming out of the left.
Yep. I forget how much that skill shot is worth right off the bat and how valuable it gets.
Yes.
So we'll have to watch and see.
And boom, there's a 79 million point
Yeah.
cash out
There
off
you
the
go.
post
Great
as
use.
well.
Great use of that post. What a
Go
I'm gonna
ahead
replay
and
that.
hit that instant replay. That is lovely.
Now, this is somebody who knows the post and trusts the post. Watch this. Absolute, just wait
Yes.
for it. And that's so hard to do. I think it's one of the most, like, heart-clenching moments.
Oh, my goodness.
Am I willing to wait for that post? So she goes into a multi-ball, having a fantastic ball for Katie Ferreira.
Yeah. So now, we are in multi-ball. Here's a oh, that is way too aggressive. Here's a jackpot. Here's a jackpot. Here's a jackpot. Here's a jackpot.
You get a jackpot.
And here is how you reset the jackpots. Sorry, jackpots once you collect them. So right now, she's going to need to be shooting at the game saucer to relight some jackpots right now, since she's got 3 over 4 jackpots. She is going to fall out of it, but if she can get some control here, the visor will come up and offer you the ability to drop the visor immediately once again. And she ricocheted into the side targets here, which denied her that opportunity.
Yep.
But
she's back in the saucer.
it's okay.
Hey.
The mystery says you get a multi-ball.
Let's just play
You
another
get a multi-ball.
I agree with you that she looks like she is comfortable playing this.
Yes.
The chat is exactly right.
Yeah, unfortunately, unlike the second multi-ball, which is normally a 3-ball, this is going to be a 2-ball.
Yep.
So,
But those jackbots are still there
yes, they are.
and still very valuable. 125 million. 15 on the bank shot.
Yep. There's one jackpot. And also, if you can get balls in both of the eyes, you get what's known as a super jackpot, which is worth 3 jackpots.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Big points. Big points.
Oh, it's huge if you can hit it.
So going for that 150, was not able to rattle it back out of the left out lane, but she is going to be, I think, really happy.
Oh, yeah,
with this
especially
ball.
with the 4x bonus.
Yep.
Now, the skill shot is not usually that valuable, but if you can hit it,
Yeah.
you do get triple the value of the vortex, which it's cool.
Yep.
You also get a bonus advance immediately. And because of those skill shots, she added an extra 100 million points out of that drain. So not only did the skill shots give her like a, 70 million or whatever, but the real money came out of the bonus.
Because the skill shot adds to bonus.
Because the skill shot gives you a bonus X.
Oh, bonus X, right.
Yeah, it just straight gives you the
I
bonus
forgot about
X.
the bonus X. Thank you.
Normally you have to go for this 3 bank over here to advance bonus X, which nobody really wants to go for.
No, you don't want to shoot at that.
Yeah. Now on the downside, you do
bummer.
put the ball in the pops, and the ball can get weird out of the pops.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm not going to lean on the skill shot too hard. Maybe I should, but I tend to go for it. Let's drop that visor, get to multi-ball as soon as I can.
Yeah. The other way a lot of people will play this is they will sit here and short plunge this game. They will let the ball dribble down, dead bounce, across, cradle, take your shot.
Absolutely. That would be my approach, and it makes it so worth it if you happen to get that visor shot. If you don't, then it's a total bummer.
All right, slot machine. What does the slot machine say for you? Oh, I guess it's
There
just
you go.
set the
It's
multi-ball.
just giving out multi-balls.
I guess it's just giving out multi-balls today.
Left and right.
That is
awesome
good to
for
know.
Nancy Marsh. She's going to go ahead and get a jackpot right off the bat.
2 jackpots off the bat.
2
Got the one under the visor, too. Or not under the visor, under the ramp, too.
Oh, very nice.
Immediately cleaned those 2 out.
So she's going to be looking at the right eye and the side. Oh, no. Was not able to get the right eye in time.
But she's going to keep the ball in play.
Yep.
If she can get the ball into like a saucer or somewhere, that puts the ball in like a nice little holding spot.
Good nudge. Back out. She rattled it back out of danger.
All right. See if she can get a trap up here. Misses the instant open, so now it's going to be, I think, about 13 shots approximately.
That's so many shots.
It's a lot of shots.
So many shots.
But you can always shoot the ramp.
Yo, dog, I heard you like multi-ball.
Yo, dog, I heard you like multi-ball. Yep. So,
little
unfortunately,
flipper flutter. Yep.
A little bit of a flipper flutter, but she is going to find herself in a solid second place right now. She's got 250 over everybody else.
Man.
300 over everybody else, potentially.
If I'm Katie Ferreira, I'm going into ball 3 feeling pretty confident. Of course, it's never over.
Oh, no.
By any means. But, I mean, you've got everybody kind of playing the same game, more or less. And then you've got Katie Ferreira way out in front.
Yeah. Whoa, that is a...
Use that post. She is going to get that back, question mark?
Yep, she is.
Oh, get it back. Get it back. Go back. Hopefully nobody else will plunge that ball. Good. So this one's nice because there's no auto plunge on it, right? So she got saved by that. Had this been an auto plunge game, bad news.
Yeah, the Lazarus to dunking one off the post.
Yeah.
All right, so she will get the multi-ball off of that.
Great.
Since she already had locked the left eye, it will continue to hold the left eye or count it.
Yep.
So she locks the right eye. She's going to get a ball in the shooter lane since there's no other one in the lock.
Yep.
And she's going to go to town.
This is a big opportunity.
Yep. Ball's going to come down.
10 million on the skill shot.
Yep. Now, if you hit no jackpots, you have the opportunity to relock a ball for essentially a second multi-ball.
Yep. That was really common on games of this era, that if you don't get a jackpot, you could restart your multi-ball, which is cool. And oftentimes it would drop from a 3-ball to a 2-ball or whatever, but still worth it.
So she collects the right eye. You could still technically do left to right for a super jackpot here. There's some funny rules around how the super jackpot works. But also, there's the left eye. What was that?
Whoa.
I have no idea how to describe what just happened.
I got to watch that again.
Under the...
That was like a dig.
The flipper?
Yeah.
It was like a dig, but it was
Whoa,
also like a laz.
There it was. That was cool.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I do not think there's anything in the pinball dictionary that could describe that one easily.
I don't think there's anything in a physics textbook that can describe that. But it was cool.
Yes.
Oh, no! Gosh, he was trying. Tried to make magic happen twice. And
Yep.
Watch this. It's just, again, just trying for this dig. Could not resurrect it off the post. The worst is when you see it on the tip of the flipper and your brain just doesn't register in time.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
All right, so Katie's walking up here with a lot of really interesting options. She will not have the option to...
Oh.
Nope.
Nope, that's not going to do it.
That won't do it. But she's guaranteed third.
Yep.
She's got a commanding lead over everybody else right now. Everybody's millions digit is 2 almost right now.
Yep.
Which makes all the math easy. It's like 900 million and then 900 and like
that was rude of
600
Pinbot right
million.
there. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. All right, ball's coming back. Lock is... Oh, no!
Back to back. I mean, that's not quite a house ball, but that was pretty close.
I'd call that a house ball.
All right, we'll give it a house ball. Man, oh, man.
I'm a little bit generous in my definitions of house balls.
I agree. I mean, that was just rude.
If I have to take a defensive flip and that flip drains me, I will still call it a house ball.
Yep.
I didn't really have a choice there.
So I remember hearing a story from Phoebe Smith, who is Queen of Cincinnati Pinball, resident historian. She knew Python Angelo.
Oh, my goodness.
And she said that Python did not like this game because he had done Bride, right?
Yeah.
And Bride is insane.
Well, it's Python Angelo.
It's Python, so it's going to be nuts. And then he got taken off this project, and they turned it into a card game, and he didn't like it. I think this game is amazing. So this is where I'm going to disagree with Python.
I mean, I think this game's premise is just as absurd.
It's just as ridiculous.
It makes the trilogy of games. There is a Pinbot.
Yep.
He's lost. He finds his way home. He gets a wife, and they open up a casino.
Yeah. I have no
Tale as
further
old as
questions.
time.
Yeah. It's that old story.
Yeah. Also, Nancy, with that skill shot, will move herself into second place.
Fantastic.
Has one ball in the lock, needs the right lock to start multi-ball.
I think that's going to determine whether or not Nancy walks away with first is this multi-ball shot.
Yeah.
Because she's only got one game done on the casino run.
Yep.
I think this is going to determine, can she find that right eye?
Yeah.
Really, if you can trap here, you can forehand and backhand this.
Yes.
But she's playing a lot of pinball on the fly right now.
All right, there we go. Down the end lane,
so
just
close.
wide.
So close. Millisecond
finds
too
a card,
late.
gets
Good one.
Gets a bonus multiplier, which could be useful.
Again, all on the fly, cannot quite get it.
The mix-up is never fun.
Just off the, I mean, you think it's going to get to the right flipper, it doesn't, so then you last minute try for the left.
Yes.
Didn't make it. Well, not a bad second place finish for Nancy Marsh.
Not at all.
Katie goes wire to wire with an incredible ball to start and just kept that lead. And so we'll see Katie pick up 7 points for a total of 10. We will see Nancy Marsh pick up 5 points for a total of 8. We'll see Stephanie pick up 3 points for a total of 6. and Laura will pick up 1 point for a total of 4. And you can see the way that the scoring works, that people are getting paired into balanced scoring. Like, you're going to be paired with people who have similar scores to you. I think that's how they're doing pairing.
Yeah, it looks like they are doing Swiss pairing. So if you have 3 points, like you can see here, you're matched with your fellow 3-point players.
Yep.
If you have 10 points, you're going to be playing with 10-point players, so on and so forth.
I've always find the naming of balanced pairing confusing because I find this way more balanced. But balanced pairing generally means you're playing with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Swiss pairing is this.
Yeah. Balanced pairing is you're trying to play with as many different people, regardless of how they're doing in the tournament.
Yep.
Swiss is... Yeah. Swiss is you're playing people around your same relative standings right now, which is more balanced, you could say. It just depends on how you're defining balanced. And it looks like Justin is finding himself a water right now, digging through, taking a little bit of time to make sure we stay refreshed as well and we stay hydrated. But welcome to Pincinnati. We are starting actual Pincinnati Day. The road to Pincinnati has made it to its final destination. We are here. Everybody's got to get off the bus, and it is the Women's Amazing Race qualifying. We are playing 3 hours of pinballs. We started at 1:05. We're going to end around 4:05 Eastern Time.
Yep.
It is 1:43 right now, and we are finishing up our second round.
Yeah, I mean, we're making good time.
Yeah, we are.
Sometimes these rounds will run 25, 30 minutes, but we're making good time right now.
Yeah.
We really, really started in earnest on Pulp Fiction about 1:10, and we've gotten 2 games done in 30 minutes.
Yeah. I think there's still... Roadshow is out right now. They're still playing.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at our standings so far. With any good luck, I have the correct standings up. There you go.
That you do.
There you go. So we have 24 total women who are going to move on to tomorrow's amazing race. And you can see right now, obviously we're just starting out, but you can see Doris and Rebecca both are sitting in first place. And in fact, if I go to matchups, you might even get to see points. Let me try that. See if I can see points. There you go. There's your points on the right.
Yep.
So Doris and Rebecca both with first place finishes in their first 2 games. Talk about momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got Dorian, Andrea, Chelsea, Megan, and Jen all tied at 12 points. So they may have, had a
first and a second.
First and a second, right? I think that's the only way to get 12. Yeah. And then, it moved. So everybody else is after that.
Yep.
But only the top 24 are going to move on. We have 49 players, so a little bit under half will move on to our amazing race.
The target was half, and that's the closest you can get without going over. And if you go over, a certain Joshua Sharp might be very mad at you.
That's
so
right.
don't do that.
I think it was Josh's birthday this week.
Yes, it was. It was his
Wasn't it?
birthday, I believe, yesterday.
Happy birthday, Josh Sharp.
Happy birthday. We're doing nothing wrong. We are completely playing by the rules here. We even
I think
showed
we are.
your game as the first game of Pincinnati.
Do I remember right that this is the last year we can use one-ball playoffs? Is this 2024 is the end of it, right?
If I recall, you can still use one ball for insignificant playoffs, but you have to play regular significant playoffs.
Okay. I'm just wondering if we're going to try and get one last one in before, but I don't. Maybe not. Maybe we won't before the end of the year. Eric loves his one-ball playoffs.
I think you could still technically pull one-ball playoffs off because I did remember Andy Bagwell doing his classic one-ball playoff on some classic for one of his tournaments at Papa.
I mean, it's December, so we got to sneak it in while we can. Yeah. We'll see if our tournament director Eric Wertenberger wants to do that. So we're going to move to another machine. And let's pick something. We did a modern. Let's pick an EM.
Okay. Do we want? You know what? Argosy.
Argosy.
Let's do Argosy.
All right. Let's pull in Argosy. Let's learn how to play it.
All right, everybody, let's learn some Argosy pinball. Straight off the bat, you're going to plunge and hopefully bounce around and roll over the top rollover button multiple times, which will advance your bonus. Also, hopefully you can plunge into the top lane, which will open your ball save gate down below. That will also advance your bonus when you go through the center lane up top. Next, when you come down below, you want to concentrate on this dead sling on the left, which advances your bonus, and these drop targets on the left. The drop targets do multiple things for you. They score points as you hit them down. Each time you hit down the whole set, it advances the award you receive from 10,000 to 30,000 to 50,000. Also, the first time you complete the drops, it lights double bonus at the saucer on the right. Second time you complete the drops, it also lights light extra ball and then special. You can have multiple awards lit at the saucer at once and will collect them all. Finally, the in lanes will advance your bonus. Also keep an eye on the right spinner, which lights and unlights based off of switches around the playfield. If you're ever trapped on the left, it's a good idea to just rip through the spinner and go back up top to get your top lane, open up your ball save gate, and get some more bonus advances. Goal of the game is to advance your bonus to 100k and then get that double bonus lit for max bonus, and then rip spinners for the rest of the ball. That's Argosy.
That's Argosy in a nutshell. And you're now looking at the beautifully patterned floor of the renovated Holiday Inn Eastgate. We're moving to our Argosy machine that you just got the tutorial on. By the way, all of the Chuck Wirt Minotaurials are available on YouTube. I think they're under NKY Pinball, but if you look up the word Minotaurial, that's Minotorial, you're probably the only ones you'll find because it's a word I made up. So Chuck and I have been putting those together for a few years. I don't know how many we have on there, but a bunch. So it's a great way to learn how to play a game in 2 minutes or less. You can even do it while you're in a tournament. You can sit down in your chair and learn how the game you're about to play.
Yes, sirree.
I don't think there's any rules against that.
Nope, as long as you're not doing it while you're up.
Yeah, not while you're actually standing at the machine. So let me go down and change our players, and we'll get a sense of who we're looking at.
Yeah. While we were gone, sorry, I had to step out for a second. Sarah Quetian, my lovely partner, had a really exciting, really short ball of Jackbot.
Oh.
Like, we're talking knock down the visor the hard way with just boom, 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 boom.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
bam, out lane. Like,
this isn't correct, is it?
yeah, it is.
No, that's Hannah Schwab. Okay, so is Hannah's name just not coming up?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Well, that's Hannah Schwab from the Columbus area. Relatively new player to pinball, but has made a big impression in a short period of time.
I would agree.
She's done a fantastic job, not only as a part of the community, but as a really good competitive player.
Yeah.
And frequently kicks my butt in pinball.
So, from the Minotaurial,
Yeah.
we talked about the plunge.
That plunge super important on this game. You want to get up top and get through the middle if you can.
Yep. You want to get up top. You want to get as much side-to-side action as you can.
Yep.
And then hopefully you fall down the middle.
You hope so. Yeah, that side-to-side builds bonus right off the bat, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And really, as Eric pointed out in the Minotaurial, getting to that 100,000-point bonus and then just living on the spinner.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Uh-oh. Good save by Hannah Schwab. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
So that was a great example of, when you're doing a slap save like that, you're actually moving the playfield under the ball. You're not moving the ball necessarily.
Right.
And she was able to move the flipper, good save, move the flipper under the ball there.
Yeah, I watched them shake their head there. It was just like I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have had to make that save. That was a mistake. There's the drain.
And there's the drain. Pinball will eventually, karma will get you
Yep.
if you get away with something like that. One of the things I love about this game, again, it's an EM, right?
Mm-hmm.
So its logic is all done through electromechanical switches and solenoids.
Yep.
And yet they built in brilliant logic. I love that you can stack your rewards for the saucer.
Yes.
Right? It's not one or. It does. Some other EMs will rotate through your potential
Yep.
prizes. On this one, you can actually get all of them at once by
Yep.
hitting that saucer.
Yeah. The only problem is you got to get through all of these drop targets and then find the saucer.
Yep. Oh my gosh. That's a house ball par excellence.
Yep, that is definitely a house ball. That is, I think, was that a short plunge?
It looked like, I think it was a
Yeah.
short plunge directly into a sling and directly out.
Yeah. With that
There you
rattling,
go. Oh, no.
with that rattling on the way down out of that short plunge, that is one of them that I just look at and go, no, that's
Nope.
not gonna.
Oh,
Yes!
good.
Yes. In lane, bonus, out lane, goodbye.
We were just talking about pinball karma. That was it.
Yep.
We'll save you and then we'll kill you.
Yep. Also, speaking of bonus, you see what that sling says?
Advanced bonus?
You are right.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't played an Argosy before and you don't know what to do on the right flipper, shooting it into that sling is honestly a good option.
It's great, and it sends you right into the drops most of the time, too, so you get to
Yeah.
help clear those drops as well.
Yeah, you get a bank shot into the drops,
Yep.
and you also advance bonus.
Bounce right off those targets and down. Bummer for Hannah Schwab.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 will not earn you a chance at the double bonus saucer, unfortunately.
Yep.
Argosy does not give partial credit.
Nope. So right now we have Sam and Hannah, I believe, are both around 90,000.
Right?
And so, I mean, really, like, Stephanie's got some catching up to do. Krista's got some catching up to do.
Yeah. This is also Argosy. You can have multiple 100,000-point balls on this game.
Nope.
Keeps
That
it
was
alive.
a really
no
nice.
tilt. And finds the outlane.
That flam save is so important where
Yeah.
you're doing a right-left or a left-right because it will hit off the tip of one, pick it up on the other, and straight back into the playfield.
I see you play drums.
Yeah. I've never known what else to call it, so I've always called it a flam save because it's either left-right or right-left.
I've heard dig save a lot, but
Dig save.
you know,
But that only works when it's a dig.
that's well. First of all, that was rough. But
That
second
was
of all,
rough.
you are right to call it a flam. It is a flam.
Thank you. So Krista has 2 house balls in a row. That one may not have hit a switch. I'm not sure if it qualified or not.
Oh, it
did.
100% did. It
did.
hit the outlane switch.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yes, the outlane switch
You're right.
is a switch.
You're so right.
I do not like to be right, but unfortunately, I have to be in
That's
this situation.
such a bummer.
Oops,
Fortunately,
apologies.
because we know that EMs have a propensity to do that, I think we have all our tournament EMs on 5-ball. Because if you're like Krista and 2 of them are basically house balls,
Oh yeah.
you know, if this were a 3-ball game, it'd be extremely frustrating.
Yeah, general rule in a lot of tournaments is if it's got reels, it's got 5.
Yeah, that's right. Unless maybe it's the Bond 60th anniversary.
Oh, okay,
edition.
yeah.
That might be the one exception.
I will say, yeah, Paps Cannon Crusher and its ilk,
Paps can't crush
and Bond 60th should be on 3.
Yep. And I suppose technically Whodunit, it does have reels, but
Those
they're
are
not
virtual.
score reels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a old game with reels.
Oh, those. Yeah. What? Maybe it's not Whodunit. There's one. Are we on? Oh, I think 5. Yeah. If it's what's the one that has score reels under, or that has spinning reels under the playfield? I thought that was Whodunit. Is it? Is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's got the slot reels.
The slot reels. Yeah. Love those.
Gosh, all these technicalities and edge
I know.
cases.
You know, it's such a useless argument, too, and I'm like, well, technically, it doesn't matter.
Technically.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, no, it's,
All right,
it's fine.
There's an advance bonus right there off that sling.
Yep.
You're right. That is super unusual to have a sling advance bonus, just like a side
Yeah.
sling like that.
It's definitely one of the most valuable slings in EM pinball.
Yeah, it would have
It's up
to
there
be.
with the Doodlebug 1,000 point
Love
sling.
that one. If you're doodle bugging. So we get all the drops down. That means we're going to advance the value of the drops as well as light that
Yeah.
lowest prize right there on the
That
saucer.
lovely light double bonus.
Yep.
Which now
And-
the problem is you got to put the ball in that
That's
saucer.
true. Hannah took a shot at it and just missed.
Yeah. It's something where, in all honesty, you're going to shoot for it. It's going to lip out. And then you're going to.
There you go.
Oh, it didn't lip out.
It
oh, my
lips out
goodness.
a lot.
Yeah.
So-
So now,
Looking at double bonus.
yeah, we're looking at a double bonus ball here. We're looking at 140 in bonus right now.
That's it. That's
it.
Great
But
ball.
that is going to drive them all the way up to 310.
Yep. Yeah, she had an awesome ball there, and I think, did you say 310? That looks
310.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, we've got Sam on 120, Krista on 45, Stephanie with her third ball up right now on 45 as well. That is how Argosy works. You get your double bonus, you get a big ball with a big spinner, you start driving off into the distance, and someone's going to have to catch you.
Yep. But, I mean, with these big bonus games, that can turn around in a heartbeat, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the double bonus is the key. Was that a tilt?
That was a tilt.
That was a
That
tilt.
was her second tilt.
Oh, here, I have a button for that. Tilt.
Yep. Except in this case, there are no warnings. You just lose it.
Yep. So we're in ball 4 now. Krista has had a couple of heartbreaking house balls. I hope she gets to play this one.
Well,
Saucer.
she finds the saucer.
She found the saucer. Not worth anything, but she found the saucer.
Yep, 5,000 and a pat on the back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, hitting that bonus a couple of times. And
don't go too hard.
I don't want to see it tilt.
That's good. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too much built up in bonus, but you want every point you can get.
Yeah, especially when you're neck and neck with somebody with 2 balls left on Argosy, take every point you can get.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how much those 2 points might matter in a few rounds.
This tournament was the talk of the house this morning because you can see 2 people in the background, Hannah Schwab and Becca right there, are staying at the house in town for the tournament, obviously. And also Laura, my partner, was there.
Yeah.
And so we woke up this morning. This is all we've talked about.
Oh,
is
my goodness.
This tournament.
Yeah.
And I feel so lucky to get to watch them all play.
Oh, yeah. No, as I was mentioning earlier, my wife and lovely partner Sarah is playing in this as well.
What's she on?
She's on Jackpot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You said she had a super fast ball, Jackpot.
Yeah, she had a super fast but good ball of Jackpot.
Hannah cashes in that gate on the left, but relights it, so fantastic. And also has a lit spinner, and that spinner can be quite valuable.
Yeah, especially if that's
1,000
a
points a
nice
spin?
spinner that can be 10,000, 20,000.
The first thing that Eric does when he puts on a tournament is oil and juice the spinners.
Yeah.
Like, he loves spinner action, and he will reward you for a good spinner.
Not only was that an advanced bonus, but that was like a 25,000 point rip of the spinner right there.
You really could just rip the spinner, keep going up top. Like,
exactly.
It's worthwhile strategy, even if you ignore once you get your double bonus, especially. But you could just start off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's also Argosy is one of those weird games where if you shat too well, you're gonna hit this switch and you're gonna fall right through an open gate.
Worst. It's the worst.
So getting the ball from right to left to hit the spinner is a lot more complicated.
Yep.
So that's where the double bonus and that's where the advanced bonus thing comes into play is what do I do on the right flipper?
If you're on the right, go for it, right?
I don't feel like tapping. I don't feel like trying to get the ball over there. I'm going to have to do something while I'm here, and I might as well try that.
Although I will say this is a very tap-passable machine.
Yes.
You can do it.
Yes.
Right out lane drain there for Stephanie here. Or, sorry, for Stephanie on ball 4.
Yeah.
Because we're now starting ball 5. Okay.
All right, so.
Come on, Krista.
Yep, Krista's going to put the ball up top. There's a 10,000 bonus advance.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of nudging, but she's.
I know, I'm
didn't
nervous.
Tilt,
I'm nervous.
Didn't tilt. Most importantly, no tilt. Game said, play on. For how much longer? I'm
nice
not sure.
tip. Nice tip to keep it alive.
Nice. Ball staying within the slings. That's always good to see.
Unfortunately, spinner was only not lit during the part where she ripped it.
Yeah.
Big rip. Big rip.
Oh, there we
Love
go. There we
it.
go.
Oh, she loves it too.
Oh, okay. That was
Fantastic.
a little bit of flipper shenanigans with the bottom of that sling. Oh, double bonus is
Big
lit,
points.
and she goes out.
She goes out on that one.
So
But she made some hay.
Sam can, in theory, not pass Krista here.
Yep. Krista could end up in third. No, in second.
But Krista does get herself some distance from Stephanie.
Yep.
All right, so Sam has now passed off of pop bumpers.
That's a great place if you're good at drop catches. This is a great time to use that drop catch and fire through that right out lane. And some folks really rely heavily on drop catches. Some folks don't use them at all.
Yeah. All right, so
Ball 5.
you are 340,000 points up, but you are not safe. This is Argosy.
This is Argosy.
200,000 points can come from a bonus collect, and you can get a bunch of points off of a few trips to the spinner.
And Hannah is a very skilled and strategic player, so she knows what she wants, and she's good at going to get it.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to me she wants that spinner. It was not lit for that pass,
Yeah.
and
That's
right
a
down the middle with a tilt.
Okay, we're good.
That's a tilt.
Yeah, that is a tilt, but
She still finishes at 420.
yeah, she's got 426.
Yep.
So Stephanie is looking at 110, like around 110 to get to third, another 20,000 to get to second, and a 350,000 point ball to win it all.
I love when it works out that you get that feed to the left and then straight back through the spinner, go back up top. I love when that works out.
Ooh, this is nice. Little trip up to the top.
Good one.
Didn't get too many bonus advances, but anytime you send the ball up there and you can hit those rollovers down is a good time.
Now, Stephanie, she's got some climbing to do to even capture third place. So the question is she going to try and get aggressive with it in order to maybe get first, or is she going to play a little bit less tilty than she's been playing in order to try and capture third?
Well, right now, she is 10,000 short of... Oh, she just ends up
did she get it?
a bit
Third?
outside.
Oh, she got it. No, you're right. She's just a few points away. Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Less than 1,000 points decides it, and that's what I was saying earlier. Every point matters.
Every point matters, and especially when you tilt out and you're like,
Yeah.
I only had 10,000. That 10,000 might have done it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is a brutal way to end that game, but this Argosy does look really brutal.
But let's talk about Hannah's commanding lead. She had double the next closest points, right?
Yeah.
She just absolutely blew it up on one ball.
Oh, yeah.
Played great all the way through, but blew it up on one ball.
Yeah, that's Argosy in a nutshell. If
Yep.
you can have 2 really good balls, or if you can have 3 really good balls,
Yep.
you're looking great.
Get that. I think she had 80,000 or 70,000 plus that double bonus.
Exactly.
It's just a big payout.
Plus the spinners,
Plus the spinner rips.
drop targets,
Yep.
plus all the other points on the play field.
She was able to, you could see she's strategic. She did her drops,
Yep.
collected then the double bonus, then just ripped the spinners.
Yeah. And it's one of these games, like, especially if you have a nice playing Argosy. I am known sometimes to be a modern head, but if I am at my local collection at the dojo and I have a pick, I'm sometimes thinking, you know what? Let's go play Argosy.
I do love this game. This
It's
is one of the
such a fun
first
game.
I played this against Trent Augustine in my very first tournament. And I remember, this again, my very first tournament,
Yeah.
a large tournament. I had played smaller ones.
Yeah.
And I was so nervous because Trent is very good at pinball.
Oh, yeah.
And he came up with something in his hand. It was eating.
Yeah.
And he would put it down long enough to play.
Yeah.
And he may have even played one-handed for a second. He was just, it was so like not the first thing on his mind. Absolutely destroyed me in Argosy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm convinced he was mostly thinking about that sandwich. You know what I mean?
I hope it was a good sandwich.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a very good sandwich.
Yeah, my Trent Classic story that's always going to be stuck in my head is 2019 World Championships. We have a tiebreaker to get a bye, and it's me and Trent on Blackout.
Ooh.
I won by a slim margin,
Ooh.
so I got the bye,
Okay.
but it was like, oh my goodness. I guess I get to finally have that heads-up match against Trent.
That had to feel good.
It felt
that
good.
Had to
I
feel
mean,
good.
it's like one of those things. Like you just you play these big tournaments. You have these memories. You have all these really cool things happen.
Yep.
And again, thanks to the chat for reminding us. Thank you, STDM and Tilt, for streaming this qualifying. How about our
You're
other
so
sponsors
welcome.
while we're at it?
Yeah, let's talk sponsors. Let's do it. If you want to talk sponsors real quick.
I can do so. So, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Arcade Legacy, Pinball Monk, Tilt Amusements, Comet Pinball, Stern Pinball, SpeakerLikeKits.com, Pin Stadium Lights, and Mad Pinball. Lovely people have provided prizes, have provided cash, have provided games to make sure that we can have the best weekend possible. And this is the 3rd tournament, so Arcade Legacy hosted the tournament last night and did a wonderful job. And we're going to see all these lovely faces and even some representatives from these lovely faces throughout the weekend.
We sure are. Is the next round up? Oh, you got to go. Okay. I was going to say I want to chat with Hannah about her performance, but we'll do that later.
Yeah.
Yep. You are going to see some of these folks come and sit down with us. Obviously, it's a women's tournament. I want to talk to the women who are competing
Of course.
and running the tournament.
Yes.
Can we do Sharkies?
Sharkies.
Is it in? Okay. Solar Ride?
Solar Ride, sure.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Road Show. Great. Well, we just watched the Bad Girls. Yeah.
All right. So
Let's
it
go
looks
to
like
Bad
we're
Girls.
moseying to Bad Girls. We're going to step out for a minute, give them a tutorial, going to drive the cart over, and we'll be right back.
Let's keep it weird with some Bad Girls Pinball. Off the bat, when you plunge, you'll go up to the top lanes, or you can short plunge and have it drop short of the top lanes, come back down to the upper flipper, and have an opportunity to shoot straight into the lock for multi-ball right off the plunge. When you hit drop targets down, that will increase your end-of-ball bonus and collect pool balls. Once you collect all the drop targets, the 8-ball target will light. Once you hit that down, you will collect a rack. You can collect up to 3 racks worth $50,000 apiece towards your end-of-ball bonus. You can multiply your end-of-ball bonus by hitting the Vera target over here to the right. You can get up to 10x bonus for a max end-of-ball ball collect of 1.5 million. Also, if you hit the Vera target enough, you will light special. That's worth 500K at the Vera target. You can hit the right orbit for increasing awards up to 500,000 points. Also, while you're increasing those awards, these top lanes will light blue for 100,000 points on the left and 250,000 points on the right. You can collect pool letters, which are at the top lanes up here and the in lanes. Each time you collect pool, you will increase the value of the 8-ball target up to 500,000 points. To start multi-ball, hit the 8-ball target and then shoot behind that into the saucer. Once you're in multi-ball, the spinners will light for 20,000 points. Outside of that, the rest of the game is available to you. You can collect racks, you can advance your bonus multipliers, and advance the right orbit values. Also, after you collect a rack, the spot targets behind the drop targets will light the re-rack mode. These inserts in front of the targets will start flashing. Each time you hit a target, it will increase the value. I've seen values over 3 million points for this re-rack mode. Very valuable. Go after this mode safely in multi-ball. Finally, the jackpot mode. Every 40 switches you hit in this game will light the pop bumpers. They will start flashing. Once you hit one pop bumper, you have to hit 8 more pop bumpers before you hit any other major switch on the playfield, or else they will turn off and you will lose the jackpot. The jackpot is progressive. This grows very slowly and is not worth going for. Finally, for real this time, on your final ball, if you have a piddly amount of points, usually less than 200,000 points, if you drain straight down the middle here, you will receive a scratch award for 500,000 points. That's bad, girls.
And that's us back.
Man, oh man. This is such a weird game from such a weird era. Gottlieb was making super, super unique games, and I absolutely love it.
Oh, yes. Gottliebs from this era are affectionately whack. I call these things whack-ass Gottliebs.
These are whack-ass Gottliebs. I mean, you saw the rules. Like, even if you have a piddly amount of points, you could just get extra points on the way out. They're like, yeah, we feel bad for you.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a bunch of extra points.
I mean, there's also games like Hollywood Heat that were like, we're going to just put a little jump ramp on the playfield that could just launch the ball up into the upper playfield for you. Why not?
What's funny is, like, when I was first starting out playing pinball, I looked at these games and I was like, these are not good, right? They have these weird little displays, these alphanumeric displays. They look kind of cheesy and corny. The back glasses are ridiculous. As I fell in love with pinball, I fell in love with these games. In large part thanks to Eric, because he keeps showcasing them.
Yes.
And now, like a game like Gold Wings that, most people look at and go, it's like a bad Tom Cruise ripoff. It's a bad Top Gun ripoff. That became sort of the foundation for X-Men, right?
Well, yes. First of all, they were going to try to get the Top Gun license, but they failed to get it. And second of all, Jack Danger literally cribbed that bottom left part of the playfield.
Straight out of Gold Wings.
Straight out of Gold Wings to make X-Men.
Yep.
Like, that bottom, third of the playfield is mostly Gold Wings.
Mm-hmm. So say what you will about early 90s Gottliebs.
Yeah.
I love them, and they had a significant influence on pinball.
Oh, yeah.
And they had great music, as you can hear. Here's our tournament director, Bree Reynolds, starting us off, going for that plunge that falls just short, which is exactly what you wanted to do, right? You just want to go up and drop in there. So
Doesn't find the lock, but finds
did
the
not
upper.
find the lock.
Does the top lanes the fun way, though.
So right now she's building some bonus, working on those pool balls. If you can get a bunch of pool balls done, get through your racks, and then hit that very target for that multiplier. Multipliers at these era of Gottlieb's got silly. I mean, there's a 10x multiplier right there.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely silly. I love it. Same with Gold Wings. You just absurd multipliers during multi-ball.
Oh, yeah. I mean, thinking of another game from this era, Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
The playfield multipliers can get into the mid to high double digits.
Yeah.
And you can double them with multi-ball.
That's awesome.
So you could be playing with 60x playfields.
See, somebody did it before Star Wars.
Yeah.
By the way, chat, sorry, I have not been ignoring you. I've been reading. Pinball Pitball said, Pincinnati is one of the best times of the year for me for streaming pinball.
Oh, yeah.
It runs all damn weekend. I can just throw open the window of my office and half pay attention to work on Friday. We are so happy to join you as you half pay attention to work. So thank you for that.
Oh, that was not the mute button. Whoopsies.
So you're watching now Becca Lipstein
Yes.
And she is a close friend of mine and just a fantastic human being, as well as a really fun pinball player. I don't know if she's ever played Bad Girls in her life. I don't know, because she came in from Philadelphia to play with us.
Ah.
She often plays at the Delaware Pinball Collective.
Okay.
And I don't know that they have one of these.
I know Delaware doesn't. I know that a lot of the Philadelphia scene does have a lot of weird Gottliebs.
Yep.
I was out there. So if anybody here is from Philly and wondering, I was going to try to make it out to one of your tournaments. I had car issues.
Oh.
So I had to not decide to drive another 3 hours, which is probably for the best.
Yep.
But one of the times I was out on a work trip out by Carlisle, I went out to Pinball Gallery and played a tournament out there.
Oh, out in Malvern, yeah.
Yeah, so I was playing Bone Busters and Deadly Weapon for money.
My goodness.
I had a wonderful time. I mean, I think I GC'd that. If I didn't GC, I got the one below GC on Deadly Weapon. It was just
really?
one of those destruction games of I've played this a bunch. I know what I'm doing on Deadly Weapon.
Deadly Weapon.
Let's
wow.
go. Yeah.
I like trying to compete for money on Bone Busters. Sounds like a nightmare to me. That game is just unplayable for me.
It was a max match play. I went 9-1, and the one game I lost was Bone Busters.
Was Bone Busters? Yeah.
It was Bone Busters.
I love the Pinball Gallery. If you are ever out in the greater Philadelphia area, it's out in Malvern, so it's a little bit out of town, but super worth going to.
Oh, 100%.
And Delaware Pinball Collective, I think, is a private club, so I don't think just anybody can drop in there.
Yeah, they run a bunch of tournaments, though, so...
It's like the dojo.
Yeah.
You can get in.
You can get in. So, Deborah stepping up here, our mystery fourth player.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, because Deborah Tallman is no mystery to the pinball world. She is out of Columbus, Ohio, and she is a consummate pinball tournament goer.
Yes.
And she just is fantastic player, fantastic person, and good part of the community. Just an ambassador for pinball.
And there we go. She's knocked down the 8-ball.
That's it. So she's got one of her racks done.
Yep.
Which means big bonus points. And almost gets that multi-ball lock, but not quite.
Okay, that re-rack jingle is bopping.
Bad.
We do not have enough bad girls around, and it's one of the few Gottliebs that we don't have a good knowledge of, so getting to hear that bop is just such a bop.
Bad. So talk about, I saw Space Station Dad. Awesome to have you, by the way, in the chat. You said Becca's always smiling. So is Bree. So is Bree.
Well, Bree is really happy right now. She didn't hit a single switch, and she got that ball back.
Yep. Delaware Pinball Collective says we are a members-only. That's great to have you here, by the way. We are a members-only establishment. We do offer single-day auxiliary membership for people to drop and play. Great to know. Next time I am out in Philly, Becca and I, we can go over there and I can get one of those single-day memberships. Thank you for that.
It looks like Bree is going to be going for the right orbit strategy here, just to latch on a few points. She is still missing one ball before her 8-ball.
Oh,
and
no.
that
She saw it
nope
coming.
is admitting that, there is no way out of this one.
Nope, I'm stuck. Mickey, I'll take a coffee. Sure,
I'll take a coffee, too.
If you're cooking.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to get it to me, but either way, I'll take it. I get to play with Sydney. She's also a fantastic player. Comes down from Columbus to play with us, along with the rest of the Wamsley clan, and really fantastic player.
Oh, the Wamsleys are great.
Yep. Her IFPA rank, don't let that. I think it's in the 6,000s. Don't let it fool you. She is climbing.
There we go. Ooh, nope, still two. Still 2 lit top lanes. That's 350,000 and just getting the ball up top.
Yep. Yeah, those top lanes, unlike most games where you're, maybe building a bonus multiplier or something, can actually be really valuable here in points alone. Oh, Sydney's full-time in Cincy. No wonder I've seen more of her. Awesome.
Ah.
Going to UC.
Go. Is it the Bears?
Bear Cats.
Bear Cats.
Yeah.
I knew it was Bear something. I just forgot.
One is adorable and huge.
Yeah.
One is dangerous and scary and small. I guess bears are also dangerous and scary, but they're adorable.
Yeah.
Bear cats are just frightening.
Bearcats are not red pandas.
They're not red pandas. Oh, speaking of which, in my backyard yesterday, I saw the
Ooh.
most beautiful fox. I never see
Oh, my
foxes because I
goodness.
live in the city.
Yeah.
And beautiful fox like stopped and looked at me and ran off. And I was like, is this a sign? Am I about to die or something? Like, you know, do I need to read something in this? Turns out, no, it was just a nice fox.
Yep.
But it was a lovely moment.
Speaking of nice things, Becca here has most of the pool balls down.
Yep.
Has the saucer lit in the back for multi-ball. It looks like you might be able to sneak it in from a forehand. I know the cross shot's definitely better, but she actually dropped that drop target from the lower right flipper.
Oh, awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, nice nudge. Kept it in play there.
Yep.
She
Gets
wants
it
to
sent
finish
over.
up with that 2-ball and then go for the 8.
Yep. Got the 2.
8's ready.
Yeah. I believe there might be a spot
She
shot.
spotted it, yeah. Does it spot at the scoot?
At the saucer, yeah.
At saucer, yep.
Well, 8-ball's ready. Not a lot of action from the right orbit or the top lane, so she's not looking at
yet.
a lot of points right now.
Not yet. Also, when the 8-ball does eventually, when you lock and it kicks out, watch out because it comes fast. This is one of those games where if you're not paying attention, you will start end-to-end multi-ball instantly.
I mean, I'm looking at that feed right now, and it just looks like you better get that ball somewhere that isn't the trough.
Yeah, pretty mean. It's similar to, I think it was Monte Carlo, where right off the plunge, people will drain the ball because it just is too fast.
Yeah. So Deborah stepping up here. Looks like a lot of people are jamming out right now between Grand Prix and Bad Girls going on in this corner. So Deborah did complete a rack. She is going to take a quick drain and take that bonus.
Bummer.
Bit of a bummer. Bree right now sitting in second place coming into ball 3.
Yep. Yeah, the scores can be a little tough to read on this because it's those tiny little alphanumerics, but
yeah,
looks like she's at 559
to Deborah's 510.
Thank you for that. Good luck to everybody, and you are so correct.
Yep.
The left sling is Danger Town. Now, fortunately, the out lanes aren't so hungry on this game, and the right out lane is not as accessible, but they can eat you up, and if nothing else, those slings will cause chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of chaos,
Bree
chaos
up and down.
finds the left out lane. Almost called it the right.
Yeah, left out lane's a little bit more open.
Yeah. So Sydney walking up here has, I won't call it a comfortable lead, but it's definitely a lead.
That's a good lead.
Yeah, it's a good lead.
What I want to see is I want to see a big multi-ball. That's what I'm dying for.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody's trying to get that lock, start that multi-ball, but I want to see a really big multi-ball.
Yeah, this is definitely, it looks like one of those games where you're angling for that big multi-ball, that big moment.
Yep. And am I correct in saying there's no ball save on this game?
No.
So you can have basically, if you hit one switch, you can have a house ball
Yes,
up
you
and
can.
down.
Or you could be Bree and hit no switches and get the ball back.
That's always nice when that happens.
Yeah. Skill shot. Hit this post specifically and go in this direction specifically.
There you go. Also, Gottliebs of this era, they would unlight instead of light the top lanes.
Yep.
So the one that you're aiming for is the lit one, not
Yes.
the unlit one, which is very different than like a modern Stern or an old Williams.
Oh, yeah, no. 8-ball is lit. Oh, 100,000 lane. There we go.
Let's get that 8-ball shot.
Regardless, 100,000 lane is worth a good amount of points here. Finds the out lane, going to take bonus, and is going to say, all right, 1.1 million.
Yeah, not
Come
bad.
catch me.
Not bad. That's the new standard everybody's going to be running at.
Yep.
Becca's coming in at 296. She's got some climbing to do. But again, we haven't seen the big multi-ball yet. She's got her 8-ball lit.
She's got her 8-ball lit, and she can get the skill shot here to do absolutely nothing.
That's right. and
Other
still
than
get
get the 8-ball.
Ah, overshot the skill shot.
Oh, 100,000.
We'll take 100 right there.
Yeah,
and
take
then
the 100.
Let's get that upper flipper working. Let's get in the 8-ball. You can get it from down below too.
Yep,
there
you
it
can
is.
sneak it from down below.
Little rattler.
Ooh, nice one there. All right, that's not going to settle, but she's going to go ahead and get that moving up. Ooh, nice use of the upper flipper there.
Great job kicking it to the left flipper, trapping up, getting back into safety. She takes a shot at the very target. Without the big bonus points, it's not yet worth it. I think the very targets are too dangerous.
Ooh.
Oh. Nice try. She kept shooting at that 8-ball.
So that unless there's a tilt here, is going to put Becca in last. Bree still has enough of a buffer that Bonus won't be able to get Deborah to second here.
Yep. Yeah, Deborah could have an up and down ball with nothing on it.
Yeah.
But she would have to lose her bonus.
Yeah, Deborah's got a 60,000 bonus right now in the pocket. So 570 to Bree's, I believe, 610, 650.
Yep.
There we go. Or you could do the fancy version of the skill shot, go up and down over that lane up there, and actually spot an orbit.
Why not?
Why not? And that will put Deborah in a solid second.
Look at that.
Not much more than that, but that plunge, very important.
Yep.
That was a wonderfully played plunge, and that is why Deborah is as amazing as she is. She's got that special sauce sometimes.
Sometimes, I mean, she is a great player, and she knows what she wants. She goes, finds that little trick.
Exactly.
I mean, she could have moved into first, but she picked up second basically with that trick.
Oh, yeah. It's something where that's 4 points. Winning the game is another 2 points on top of that.
Oh, okay. Can we follow that? Okay, that'd be awesome. Let's see what she's
Oh, you want to sit in for a second?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our matches while we're changing up here. And that was the end of. So that was it. That was our last match. Okay. So we're going to follow Doris by request from Sean Kentner. He said, "Can we follow Doris? I love watching my partner too. I totally get it." Hello, Hannah Schwab.
Hello, hello.
How about that big game you had on stream?
Yeah.
On
I'm
Argosy.
excited. Yeah, it wasn't big game. It was Argosy.
Yeah, it was a big game of Argosy.
Okay, got it. There we go.
That must have felt great.
It was fantastic.
And
I had a first 2 rough balls, I think, 1 or 2, and then ran off with it on I think ball 3, which felt really good.
Ball 3 was a monster.
Yeah.
Because you were able to get the drop targets, then you picked up double bonus on the saucer.
Yep.
And then just spin or rip.
Oh, that was so.
Is round up?
Rounds up. It sounds like.
Doris. Yep. Okay, far out, Stu. Far out.
Far out next. All right. Let's see. Ooh, I'm up on Pulp Fiction.
You going to Pulp Fiction?
Going to Pulp Fiction.
Good luck. I mean, that's a very different game than Argosy.
That's the first modern one of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
Good luck to you. So. That's an awesome game.
Thank you.
I hope you blow it up.
Oh, we'll see. You got it?
There you go. I'll pull that down for a second. So we're going to follow our camera over to Far Out. And Sean, happy to follow Doris. I love watching DJ play. Yeah, I'll warn you guys, there's a little glare on this one, and there's a glare over on Cheetah. There's nothing we can do about it. It's coming from the skylights. So Far Out, let's run that tutorial.
Okay, when you start the game, you're going to want to concentrate on the yellow inserts that are lit around the playfield. These are going to advance your bonus and also give you 500 points instead of 50 points. Hitting this star roll over in the middle of the playfield, also minor switches and pop bumpers around the playfield will move these lit inserts to other lit inserts. So concentrate on the lit inserts to keep your bonus increasing. When you get into the pop bumpers, the 100 pop bumpers will be lit or the 1,000 pop bumper will be lit. They will alternate as well as you hit the pop bumpers and other switches. So concentrate on the 1,000 pop bumper whenever that is lit. Drop targets. The lit drop target will be worth 500 points instead of 50 points. However, if the center insert is lit on that drop target bank and you hit the lit drop target, it will be worth 5,000 points. Hitting all drop targets down on any ball other than ball 5 will light double bonus. Ball 5 double bonus will be awarded for you. Coming down the outside lanes here will award your outlane awards. Coming down the right will open up this gate to save your ball on the right. Coming down this lane will open the gate to allow you to have the kickback into play. This is a game that is all about the bonus. Once you get your bonus all the way maxed out and doubled, you will pretty much be only going for 1,000 pop bumpers and keeping the ball alive. The drop targets will not reset. However, once you have your double bonus lit and all your bonus maxed out, you just want to keep the ball alive and get as many 1,000 pop bumpers as you can. That's Far Out.
And that's us back. So apologies for the glare. We do have a spotlight that is in a rather inconvenient position. So you're just going to have to imagine the Far Out playfield if you want to look that up on IPDB quick, just so you have a reference for that area of the game. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and give them the thumbs up so they can get started. I don't know where they are. All I know is my thumb is a wiggling. I am not looking for a ride right now.
They're waiting on it. Yeah. Okay, you guys are good to play.
All right, they got you know what they were just talking about. So our tournament director, Bree, was talking with all of the players, but Deborah was the one who came to me about the tilt, because apparently this game has a very, very tight tilt, and people have been complaining about it.
A fun tilt.
A fun tilt. So we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our players. But we'll see how tight that tilt is. I had heard this earlier, too, that it is sneeze tight. So, yeah.
Yeah, I as somebody who set up games, I have some personal experience with going, yeah, it's fine for me. The fine for me is not always fine for everybody.
No, no. And I mean, the rumor earlier was that literally if you flip too hard, you'll tilt. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like.
Okay, so Deborah is our player 1, stepping up on the game. Our mystery player 2, if you want me to go ahead and spoil it for you.
I wonder what's up with these mysteries today.
That's a great question. Actually, you know what? While I got a moment, screenshot. Go talk to Andreas quick. Ignore the picture of mustard soda.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm on Discord right now.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Deborah starts us off. She's going to be our player 1. She resets. I guess got the go-ahead from Bree to go ahead and play the tilt as it lies. Eric has reassured us that he put the tilt down as far as it would go, but for whatever reason, it's still pretty tight. So.
All right. So I have let the designer, owner of Match Play know that we're having some issues, and then we might be able to get a fix for it.
Thank you. Remind me who that is.
That's Andreas Hogstrup.
Andreas, thank you.
Yeah, from San Francisco.
I love your work, Andreas, and I'm so grateful for Match Play.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Match Play is amazing software.
The centerpiece of our streaming.
It is. It is such a centerpiece for a lot of pinball.
Yep.
Even though it uses Flagpedia, and Flagpedia doesn't have the DC flag for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, it's a whole shenanigan.
It's a whole thing?
It's just a whole goofy little thing.
So you probably saw in the Minotaurial that, like, there's a couple of different things you can do on this game. Job number 1 is build bonus, but almost everything you do builds bonus, so that's cool.
Right, and Doris Bachman of, looks like the Queen City Sea Witches.
That's right.
Just had a little bit of a quick ball there, but, again, 5-ball game.
Yep.
You don't have to have an amazing ball every ball. You just have to have more good balls than everyone else.
Couple of good ones, yep. And so the big thing on Far Out is remembering that those drop targets do not reset.
Right.
So I love this about this game. It's similar to Volley, where it actually sort of penalizes you for hitting the wrong drop target. And by penalize, I mean this is worth almost nothing if it's not lit here and it's not lit here.
Yeah.
But if both of those are lit, you get 10x the value of the lit drop target. So
yep.
You really only want to hit the ones that are lit as much as possible.
As you just saw right there, ding, 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 that is getting paid.
Yep, ding, 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 ding. And it's tough. Sometimes you hit the one next to it or whatever, but you don't want to just willy-nilly shoot at drop targets. It's not
Jennifer
worth it.
just cashing out a 5,000 and putting herself in the lead with Valencia stepping up.
Yep. These are probably players you've seen before if you've watched these tournaments from the region. Very experienced tournament players. I've seen Valencia play dozens of times. I've seen Deborah play dozens of times. So
I was
always
about
a
to
pleasure.
say, this is like definitely one of those who's who in Ohio pinball kind of matches.
For sure. And Valencia's all the way down from Cleveland.
Cleveland, yes. She is one of the techs at Super Electric.
Oh, does she tech over there?
Yeah, she techs
awesome.
Super Electric.
That's awesome.
It's actually really interesting. Super Electric is one of the most routed locations in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that so? Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to figure out, if you're an operator, what weird things are going to happen 10,000, 20,000 plays in, she's a wonderful person to talk to about that.
Amazing. Think of the talent and knowledge you would have to tech at a place that is one of the most routed places in the world.
Yes.
I am super impressed.
It's shocking that a $6 free play gets that many feet in the door and that many flippers on hands, but
$6 free play is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
It's pretty cheap.
And now they have a bar, so you can actually get some food, get some snackies.
Yeah. Same over at Arcade Legacy, which is one of the places that a lot of folks here in Cincinnati play, where you Pay for that free play. You're getting in, you're playing all these classics.
Yes.
And then even the pay machines are only 50 cents.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Deborah gets that middle shot. She is lit up on her pops. Those are going to, I think those alternate on and off. So let me see if that's true. Yeah. So she's going to focus on those lit drops on the bottom. But again, only one side of the drops is lit at any given time. So shooting at the lit one on the right is worth not nearly as much, maybe 500, as shooting the one on the left for 5,000.
But it is also something where you have to think, I'm not going to knock down all 10. 500 is not 5,000, but you don't want to let great be the enemy of good sometimes.
Yep.
Another consistent ball, another around 8,000 points, putting Deborah at 16,000.
Yeah, we're seeing so far pretty low scores, right?
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games where somebody's going to have a big ball.
Yep.
It's just a matter of when and who.
Oh, look at that. Just missed.
Oof.
Off the flipper.
Yeah.
I love this game. So I help out teching at Arcade Legacy, and I've gotten to work on it, mostly focus on EMs when I can, and I have gotten to work on this game. It's just so much fun. I love Gottlieb's of the Era. They're really fun to work on, and this one has been playing really well, so I hope it continues to hold up this weekend.
That's a nice little double bonus advance right there for Jennifer.
Yeah, so this is kind of an unsung hero of this game, are the left and right lanes, those channels, when they're lit, can be super valuable.
Oh, yeah.
You get the advance bonus, you get 5,000 points, and you get a gate open on the left, and you get or is kickback on the left, gate on the right? One of those two.
Kickback on the left, gate on the right.
Yep.
And if I recall correctly, there is like a slim angle that allows you to try to go for it directly.
Off the flipper. If you're feeling froggish, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
But especially if it's something like Valencia is in right now, and I think she just eyed that up. Her 10x target's on the right. She's got a ball on the right. She's got her ball kicker gate on the left. Go for it.
Yep. Double bonus advance there by rolling up through the top lanes that were lit.
Yep.
Also got a double bonus advance earlier on the in lanes. If you're good at those in lane catches and you can get some speed up, roll it twice, that feels good.
That is going to put her in the lead, or at least in second, though. 14,850 to Jennifer's 14,410.
Yep.
Deborah stepping up to her ball 3 now.
And I should note, right now, Lewis, we're halfway into our qualifying. It's 2:30.
It is 2:33, so yeah, we are halfway through qualifying.
Man, this
50% point.
This is going wildly fast, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wildly fast.
Wildly. Lovely drop catch there to get that ball controlled on the flipper, but unfortunately,
that's going to be a right out lane
finds
train.
the large right out lane.
No gate on that. The problem with these lanes is, yes, there is a small margin by which you can hit them, but most of the time you're going to pick them up kind of randomly off the pops. And usually I don't see it coming through the middle and hitting those lanes, right? Because you get off the pops and go left or right from there. So you kind of have to miss on the top to get any real shot at those lanes. Sometimes you'll bounce it there from the middle, but not usually. Picks up a lit drop there for 5,000.
That's the 500 plus advance bonus, but
was it not lit for 5? Bummer.
It was lit for 500, but not lit for
5,000. Okay.
Yeah. The lit one, no matter what, if it's 10x or not, will advance bonus. So it's not the worst thing.
You're right. Why not go for those?
Yeah. Don't let good be the enemy of great, unless you're really feeling it and really feeling like you can hit that ball kicker gate.
Yeah, we're not seeing folks so far clear those drops anyway, which is the big concern. If you run out of drops, there's nothing left in the game to do but go up top for that 1,000.
Yeah. You can go up top. You can basically just play bonus at that point.
Yep.
However you feel the best way is to get bonus, you get bonus.
Yeah, and because everything gives you bonus, I do see a lot of the times that if you have cleared the drops, you've probably also maxed out your bonus, at which point you're just playing the 1,000 bumper.
That was a nice tip save right there.
Yep.
And finds the right in lane. So left out lane ball save is currently open. So at least the left out lane's protected.
Yep. And it's kind of hard to see on the right. I think that one is still vulnerable.
Is still closed.
Yeah.
You can actually see right here where that little wire is. Yep. You can still see that gate.
And as I mentioned earlier, we can't do anything about. Nice try.
Nice try. Keeps the bonus. That's $8,000 right there. So
look at this replay real quick. You can see the effort on both sides to try and keep it going. Just couldn't quite do it.
So Valencia moving out in the lead with 28. Believe this is ball 4 or 5.
Can I see on the back glass? I cannot.
It is in a weird spot right out of view.
Right out of view. I'm not sure which ball
We're
it is.
just having such a great time. We're losing count of balls. It's just
It's that kind of fun.
It's that kind of a fun game.
So glad to have all 76 of you tuning in with Lewis and I. We are in the middle of our women's qualifying event, and I mean the middle. We're exactly halfway through. It's going to end at 4 o'clock or just a few minutes after Eastern Standard. And so you're seeing what is probably going to end up being about 40 points, 40 to 50 points total for the winners that will move on. Top 24 are going to make it, so a little bit under half of our players will make it to the Amazing Race format.
Yep.
And boy, oh boy, is the Amazing Race fun.
Oh my goodness, it is.
Ball 4, thank you for that update. The Amazing Race is high stress, and I like this about it. It's just every player is playing to not get last on every game. So if you're still in the Amazing Race, any given game could be your last.
Yes. You could get 350,000 on mousing around. You could also get a really low score that you think is going to cook you, and then the last player walks up and loses to it.
Yep.
I've had both of those things
I was
happen
going to say,
me.
this mousing around is very specific. It might have been a real life
Oh, that is a real
example.
life. That is a real life bin right there.
And when you're in that hot seat, when you're at the bottom, you're just waiting for somebody to fail.
Oh,
but you don't want anybody to fail, but you're still kind of hoping they do,
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be high stress. It's also super fun, and even though it's competitive, I think you'll see during the finals that everybody is really cheering for each other.
Of
Everybody's
course.
really rooting each other on.
It's something where when the one happens at Trent's Barn, they set up a TV, and a lot of people will just gather around the TV and talk to each other, and then somebody goes up and plays that game and then comes back, and there's condolences, there's congratulations all around. People start relaying their war stories, and there we go. That is a lit outlane ball save.
Love that.
Keeping that ball alive.
Yeah, I think Valencia knew that was lit, knew that's where it was going,
Yep.
did not even look rattled by that experience. Oh, Lazarus ball, baby.
Okay.
Let's watch that again. Yes, the mains are absolutely streaming. I forget what time. I think by mains you're referring to the match play mains. Yeah, love that replay.
The match play is at 5:30, I believe.
5:30?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we finished this up about 4, and then we have some extra fun. Speaking of extra fun, there's another ball save.
Love that. Special now lit on the out lane. That's fun.
Oh, yeah. You can take your congratulatory pat on the back. It doesn't do you anything.
Yeah, no,
Welcome to
it doesn't help.
Well, it might make a knocking noise.
Are they? I assume they're just plunging off extras.
On this machine, I don't actually think it has an extra.
No extra. Good tip back into the right.
Yeah.
Into the right in lane. That was fantastic.
Also, she does have that right out lane lit again, but finds the left out lane, which is closed. Now, that is what I was talking about earlier. Somebody's going to have a big ball.
Yep.
14,000 of bonus. Drives this one off. 54,000 going into ball 5. Now, it is ball 5, so there is double bonus in play.
Yep.
So
yeah, automatic double bonus on ball 5. Normally you have to collect all the drops to get to double bonus. You don't have to this time, so even more important that you're really playing the field, building that bonus up. Even more important that you are hitting your targets.
Yes.
This is the one case where you can kind of spam the targets, and it's probably worth it if you're driving your bonus way up.
Yeah.
But bonus on this table, I think maxes out at 20,000, so it's not going to necessarily.
I think this is a 19, but that was a flipper whoopsie.
19,000 on this?
Yeah, 19. 10 plus 9.
Interesting.
So Deborah had a little bit of a flipper fumble there, but she does have points over everybody else right now, so that is a buffer.
All right, Doris Bachman, our second player on ball 5.
Finds an unlit in lane. There's a bonus advance. There's a bonus advance.
There you go. Love those.
There's another bonus advance.
One of the bummers of EMs is they won't necessarily increment while they're counting. So you saw where Doris hit a target here. It bounced over, hit a target there. You may only get credit for one of those.
Correct.
But that's going to put – look at that.
That's enough credit.
Look at that. Snuck just ahead.
Yep.
Barely.
So Doris is now sitting in second with Deborah in third. Jennifer's up. Needs 8,000 points and then another 1,000. Nice job holding up the tip of the flipper there.
No.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Right off the edge. Tried to get it back under control.
That was a
Couldn't do it.
lovely read, but that was a little bit too much of a try for control there.
Yep.
In the business, I've heard Hop Challenge call that too cute.
Getting a little too cute.
Getting a little too cute with the flippers there,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, that's what happens.
Yeah, sometimes you just mess with it too long. You just need to let it calm down.
You just gotta send it.
I am guilty of this same problem. It's just it's gonna roll off, or you're playing with it too much. Just fire it off.
Yep. So Valencia's going to go ahead and play us off. We've still got games out here. I see a Grand Prix on ball 5. I see a Sharky shootout.
How about a walk-away win for Valencia?
Give her a walk-away win.
That feels good.
There's a dong, ding, 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 ding.
When you're in tournament play and get a walk-away win, it's such a confidence builder.
Oh, my goodness. And especially after having another ball, another solid ball, that's 20,000, that's 80,000 for the game.
Awesome.
Now, one thing I did see, this is an amazing outlane to get a ball in. Because not only do you advance bonus, but you advance bonus. And guess what you do afterwards?
Awesome.
You advance bonus. That's 1,500 points. That's 3 bonus advances.
That's pretty great. I love that. And we saw there, Doris just, like when you said earlier, every point matters.
Yeah.
This is a great example. When she gets one of those double rollovers, that made the game for her.
Exactly.
When you're doing double bonus at the end with a double rollover. So what a close game that was. Awesome to see Valencia with a huge win. Also awesome to see DJ with just barely sneaking over and picking up second place there. So, so we'll see Valencia finish with 7 points for a total of 20. And we will see, let's see, Doris is going to pick up 5 points for 21. Yeah, look
Deborah
at that.
at 22 and Jennifer at 7.
Yep. Germany, welcome. KMS Germany, thanks for the raid. Love to have you. We are at Pincinnati right here in the heart of the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, not the heart, the outer ventricle. The left ventricle.
Yes.
The atria. I don't know.
Yes.
It's on the east side of Cincinnati, Ohio, the birthplace of pinball. I'm always excited to tell people.
Oh, yes, of course. Guten Nacht for all our friends over in Germany. It's, I believe.
It is nighttime, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be around 7, 8 o'clock.
Awesome. And we now have, let's see, 1 hour and
1 hour and 20 minutes.
something minutes. So you've still got plenty of pinball ahead, and we have pinball all weekend. So this is our qualifying event for women's. Then we go to our match play. Then tomorrow we do our amazing race. Then we go back to match play. And then we go to Sunday, the gauntlet tournament.
Yes.
It's just pinball all weekend. And you're driving up to Pincinnati. Tell us, Mecca, where are you driving from?
Ooh.
Hopefully not Germany. It's a soggy trip. Do not recommend.
While we're talking here, MF Hood, wir bist sehr gut. Das Flipperspiel ist
Flipperspiel.
Flipperspiel.
What does it mean?
Flipper game.
Oh, the flipper game. The Flipperspiel.
It took 2 years of German in high school. It pays
pretty
off
good.
sometimes.
That was very convincing. Up from Louisville. Okay, so about 90 minutes. Yeah, if you're within 5 hours, it's worth a drive. We have people in here from Chicago, obviously from Pittsburgh, from Philadelphia. I saw plates from Virginia. We have a contingency that comes from the East Coast and from Boston and New England. So this is a place to come. Yo, your German is dead on. Excellent,
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there is a license plate from Tennessee in there, but that is mine. I have a very long story about my car. I probably am going to have to replace my car, but...
Oh, no.
So that car trouble I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So I got my car back. I somehow drove the thing 3 hours back from Carlisle. And, of course, the real problem started happening as soon as I got home. So I tried to limp the car down to my father-in-law, Sarah's dad, who's a car mechanic.
Yeah.
And I was within... I could see the garage, and my car died.
Oh, no.
So I towed it around the corner, and at that point, it's like, okay, this is a little bit more serious than I thought, so let's go grab a rental car, because I'm going to need one anyway for the next week or so while I try to figure this one out.
Is that why you have Tennessee plates?
Yeah, so I got a U-Click We Pick
I see.
from Enterprise.
Okay.
And the guy looks at me and is like, you want a Mustang?
Yes.
So if you see a blue Mustang convertible out in the parking lot, I can tell you I have that for $44 a day.
Well, can I borrow it? That sounds fun. I want to go
I can
driving.
maybe give you a ride in it.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's good enough. I'm glad you made it, even in
Yes.
spite of these car troubles.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad you made the drive.
I mean, I love my Toyota Corolla to death.
Yep.
But it has a lot of miles on it, and
It was time.
I mean, everybody in Sarah's family was telling me you got to get that thing replaced soon.
Yeah.
And now it's now.
That time is now.
That time is now.
I wish you guys could see the game on Grand Prix I'm watching over
Oh.
here. It is high energy. Everybody's cheering. Big ball on Grand Prix for...
896 to end it out with.
Let me see. Went from 350 to 896.
Let's go.
Let me see this matchup, and we'll tell you who did it. I just saw a bunch of clapping over there. So that was Teresa Roth.
Teresa Roth, who is wearing, I believe that is a tiger onesie.
Full body tiger outfit.
Yeah.
And played like a tiger. Played like a tiger.
Now that was a big game if I've ever seen one myself.
A big game on Grand Prix.
Yes.
Where do you want to go? Let's follow Laura. I haven't seen her yet. Bad Girl. Wait, we already did Bad Girls. You want to do Solar Ride?
Solar Ride.
Solar Ride.
All right, let's talk Solar Ride. We'll take a look at this Minotaurial and then back with you.
Sounds good.
Who wants to take a ride on some solar? I know I do. Let's learn some Solar Ride pinball. Okay, when you start out, you're going to plunge up here, and you're going to want to aim for the top lit lane. If you do that, that will advance your bonus multiplier. Each time you collect a lit lane up top, it will move to a different lane, and you can collect more bonus multipliers that way. Standard scoring around the playfield, almost everything advances bonus. You got rollovers, you got drop targets, you got in lanes, out lanes, the top lanes, and the saucers will all advance your bonus. Stock ROMs allow you to advance your bonus to 20,000 points. If you have modded ROMs, you can get up to 39,000 points in bonus. Those are obviously multiplied by the bonus multipliers. Other ways to increase your bonus multiplier would be to increase your bonus to increments of 5,000. So if it's lit on 5,000 points, the in lane will be lit red. That will allow you to advance bonus multiplier as well. So at 10,000 points, 20,000 points, 15,000 points, you will have the lit in lane here that will advance your bonus X. Drop targets. If you happen to hit all the drop targets down, they will not reset. You have to hit it into either saucer to reset the bonus. You can collect your bonus mid-ball by hitting the top left saucer here. And finally, you want to watch out for the double flippers on the left here. The ball can escape through them. If you have them lifted up, the ball can go through between the flippers. Don't get scissored. That's Solar Ride.
And all right, everybody, we have one little deliberation. I love this game to death. Solar Ride is close to my heart sometimes, but I just want to make sure I got one of the rules correct. I understand that there's some potential custom ROM potential here, so I just want to make sure that we get that right for you. Sponsor screen. All right. So this does have a Pascal, which means it does have newer code. Okay. So if that's the case, then I believe this light will not give you an extra ball, but will instead tell you when the bonus multiplier can be advanced. Let's keep an eye on it. That might be something that I'm just not 100% sure on right now, but we'll keep that in mind. But we see here, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can grab the standings for you quick. Sponsor slideshow. And also, as you can see, Solar Ride, bit of a quick game, but players with 40,000 on one ball, not bad. I mean, we've seen some upper gates, we've seen some nice things. I'm looking to get the this updated.
Yeah, Ryan, would love to have you. I'll sign off here in a second. You can take my chair.
Yep. Just make sure we get that updated first.
Oh, yeah, I'll get you.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Yeah, if you can get that quick.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Oh, yes. Wait, you know nothing about this game? Oh, my goodness. Great.
This is a good one, man. Solar Ride's a lot of fun. So we'll bring him in my stead in just a minute. There we go.
Ah, there we go. Matchup broadcast A division. That's the word I was looking
That's the one you want. And then I will clear out. I'll take a stretch break.
for. Go for it. Alrighty, so Dalva is here, and Ryan,
All
how
right.
are you doing?
Ooh. There we go. There we go. I'm doing quite well. How are you?
Doing well.
Oh,
There we
there we
go.
go. Perfect.
We're gonna go ahead and get your name up here. They're gonna sign your name on the dotted line.
Sweet.
That's my name.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That'll work.
That's all right.
Names are backwards, but it's all right. We have
I don't wanna
Courtney
move
stepping
'em.
up here. Ball 2. So one thing with this game, you do have the ability to advance bonus multiplier through the top lanes, which she was able to do right there. And also, since this has the newer boards, you can get bonuses above. Nice.
Oh, cool. This has the extra boards that give the additional rules.
Yes.
Ball saver plus skill shot, etc.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't Courtney. I just completely blanked and didn't see that Dalva got a ball back into the plunger lane.
Nice.
Yeah. So
So, as I said before I stepped up, I know
Oh, yes.
almost nothing about Solar Ride. I've only, it's weird, fun Sun Horse game because
Yes.
that's all I ever see is the back glass.
it's the weird, fun Sun Horse game.
I love the
So-
weird, fun Sun Horse. All right, so it looks like we have a nice little cool gate shot back into the
Yes.
shooter lane way up there. That's fun.
Yeah.
Little
So
scoop up in the top.
Yeah.
Some standard drops on the left. All right,
Yeah.
so now that I've stared at this game for 10 seconds,
All right.
how do I win?
okay. So bonus is the name of the game.
Bonus,
Uh,
bonus, bonus. That
bonus,
little,
bonus.
orbits shaped like you're shooting off into the sun like a meteor bonus. I love that array of lights.
Oh yeah. And then this is your collect. So you collect bonus off that saucer.
Okay.
You can advance bonus through top lanes. You can advance bonus through drop targets. But there's certain things that'll also give you extra bonus. So,
Extra bonus. So not
extra
like bonus
bonus.
multiplier, like extra.
Right. So that'll give you 5,000 in bonus if you hit it.
Ooh.
So your main goal is you want to advance bonus, and then you want to advance bonus multiplier. You
All
can
right.
do bonus multiplier through a lit top lane. So whenever those are lit, that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5 from left to right. Drop targets, when completed, will advance a bonus X. And when your bonus is a multiple of 5,000, this light will flicker to tell you that this switch is ready to advance a bonus multiplier.
That is delightfully specific. I
It
love
is
that.
delightfully specific because without the Pascal boards, you could do that whenever you want.
Oh, no. That's
So
not-
you know what the strategy is on a non-Pascal version.
Oh, I
you
hate
shats.
shatzing.
You shats the right in
I
lane.
hate shatzing so much.
Which this game is fun because you have a double flipper on the left. So you're
Uh-huh.
shatzing off of a double flipper into a single flipper, which makes it a funny game.
As fun as that sounds to watch, I'd rather watch it sounds like a very Charlie's Angels rule set, so I'm
Yes.
very familiar with that.
Yeah.
I love the Gottlieb bonus pump.
Yep.
Ooh, almost got a scissor there. Nice
Yeah.
recovery.
It is the bonus pump and bonus dump.
Yeah.
So like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So yeah, for example, just as a side note, if you've ever seen this game where you see right in lane disabled, one of the modifications on a non-Pascal board is to literally clip the left in lane.
Yup. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing. Oh, if I own a Gorgar, both of mine would be clipped as well.
Yeah. So Dalva, amazing 3 balls. 244 is a great score on Solar Ride. She had a nice big bonus collect. She got some nice bonus multipliers. She played this game pretty much as you would love to see it.
She had some great saves, too.
Yes.
So that one's coming back because of the Pascal board, right?
Yep. Courtney
Yeah.
gets her ball save. So
Ball saver.
actually, she didn't hit a switch. She's fine anyway.
Oh, okay.
But now
Oh,
Courtney
that one, maybe, no grace period.
gets it back.
Yeah.
Gets it back.
Thank you, Pascal, for
Thank
saving
you,
some of these
Pascal.
games. Saving them.
All right, that's going to be a little bonus collect. 1x8, not too much,
Oh,
but finds
that
the right out lane
feed.
off the feed. She's going to end with 102,560, which in this case is not too bad for second right now.
If we're on ball 3 and we're looking down 50K and 39,
Yeah.
you got to be feeling at least nervous, but okay. You did
Exactly.
your work. You did your work. It's a very left-heavy playfield for a game with 2 left flippers.
Yes.
There's precious little to shoot over on the right side there, except that little fun gate. Tough bounce off of that left non-sling.
Yeah. 87 for Heather. Not a bad positioning for third. So our mystery player 4, who is Liz McDaniels, is about a little bit under 50,000 points behind that.
She has a nice progression to get all the way to first, though. It's like nice
Yeah.
milestones. 87, 100, and what is it, 160? 102. So constantly a goal within grasp.
Yep.
I love it when that's the way. Just a little more, just a little more, just a little more. Making good use of that upper left rollover. Oh!
Well, she completed the drop targets, got 3x bonus off of that drain.
That brings her just shy of 102.
She's going to get third, though. She did pass 87.
Yep.
That is
What a close game
a
for...
close game of Solar Ride. And, well, welcome to Solar Ride. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed your stay.
I did.
Well, we have
we
some
staying
time here. Oh, no, we're going to stay here and talk about some sponsors because
Oh, lovely.
we here at Pincinnati are sponsored by Arcade Legacy, who both hosted the pre-tournament, the second tournament on the road to Pincinnati. Pinball Monk, Tilt Amusements, Comet Pinball, Stern Pinball, SpeakerLightKits.com, Pin Stadium Lights, and Mad Pinball. All of these wonderful sponsors have presented prizes, money, games, all the stuff that is making Pincinnati 6 as amazing as it is. And speaking of Pincinnati, tell us a little bit about Pincinnati from your opinion.
Well, this is my first time, actually.
Oh, it's your first time,
I've only
too.
been to Pincinnati for a couple hours, I guess. We got in a little bit last night.
Nice.
And the first thing that happened when we walked to the hotel, I didn't know we were staying at the hotel where the show was.
Oh,
So I walk into the lobby and there's people playing pinball. Already I'm at home.
okay.
So that was fantastic.
Yes.
And then the only other thing I've done today is got some tacos, cheered on some of the ladies of this tournament, and I bought the weird roller games in a coffee table that came up on Pinball Enthusiast the other day.
Oh my goodness, that one! That is amazing.
Yep, it's in the annex room.
I have to go see that before you pull that.
Oh yeah, it's going to be here all weekend. I don't even have a
looked at the
plan to get it home
photo,
yet.
and
but
I'm just like, that is
It's
the
so
most
weird.
amazing presentation of a playfield in a table.
Isn't it? It's pretty good. They kept the entire top side populated. All the mechs are out of the bottom, but like I think the plan is with some of the other homebrew people, we might bring it back to life and leave it in the coffee table.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
hopefully I'll be able to bring that to some kind of future show as a not quite homebrew maybe thing. But the guy was telling me, he was really nice. I think his name was Steve. He was telling me he was getting a lot of hate on the internet for it. And well, people see a game like that and they're like, oh, someone ruined a game to make a coffee table. Like, I kind of get it. But he didn't do it. He bought it from a friend who bought it from a friend who bought it from a friend. Nobody knows the original person who did it. So, but I don't know. Hopefully we can bring it back to life and make all those people nice and happy. But I'm a big fan of roller games, so. And Jillian won't sell me mine back, so.
Aw, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is something where, I mean, we have folks in Pittsburgh who are doing, art with essentially defunct pinball parts or pinball machines.
I love
Shout out
that
to Tilt
kind of stuff.
Cycle. Shout out to Nikki for all of her amazing work.
I've
But
seen
it's
some of it.
something
It's quite
where it's
impressive.
like, oh, she will literally get like boxes of just random pinball parts from people that are no longer in use. And it's that's what I'm feeling like the same idea was here. It's like,
Seems
okay,
that way.
maybe they did a playfield replacement. Maybe they did something where they swapped this out.
Maybe it was in a flood. Maybe
Yeah.
and there's any number of reasons a pinball machine can die, and they're all
Yeah.
sad, but they happen. And then I consider it recycling. There's no
Yeah.
way, like, it was put, I only looked at it very briefly, but it was put together in such a way that I know nothing went to waste.
Exactly.
They literally removed the switches. So, like, it's not like they hacked off the wiring harness and called
Yeah.
it good. They clearly took everything they needed to do something with it and put
Yeah.
effort into it and then made it look nice afterwards. So, I don't know. Me and my friends, we have a weird...
I mean,
what's the Liam Nielsen way of saying it? We have a particular set of skills,
there you go.
and this one falls under our wheelhouse. So we would. Aaron of Fast has been trying to make a folding portable pinball machine.
Yes.
He's been working on it for 10 years, and it's almost like it's one of those things you put it away for 5 years and then you
Yeah.
come back. But like he's almost to the point where he can literally check on a plane his pinball machine, and that was the goal.
Oh my God.
He wants to be able to roll up to the airport, check it, and bring it anywhere he wants without any special shipping. So he has very specific limitations he has to fit it into, so they'll check it.
Yep, and a weight limitation,
and then
too.
it opens up, and you can play it, and I can't wait. We love stuff like this.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you were at Expo this year.
I was not.
But we had the single largest display of homebrew pinball that has ever been assembled in one room.
I've seen the homebrew bank, and it looked amazing.
There were over 40 games there this year.
Wow.
Oh, I think it was closer to 50. And it would have been if you had brought yours, Jack Danger. I found him in the parking lot, and I was like, bring Dead Flip. I don't care if it doesn't work. We just want to see it. He was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
That was a good idea. Why didn't I do that?
He was busy with something, a little something called Uncanny X-Men being released.
Yep.
No big deal,
No
right?
big deal.
Not for him.
Yeah.
Not for him.
Yeah,
no big deal.
No big deal.
It'll
Just,
be one,
releasing a mainline pinball machine for
no big-
Stern. Nah, it's fine.
one of many notches under
Fine.
his belt.
Yeah.
I want to see Dead Flip.
I
Let's
want
go.
to see Dead Flip.
I tell him that every time I see him. So
So while we have also some time, I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of the standings we're seeing right now. Oh, that did not. There we go.
okay.
Took us a few seconds. So I could also pull up the matches, since we do have some matches in progress, but that'll give you a little bit of a better idea of where people are standing right now.
That animation though. That
Oh
was
yeah, the
pretty.
animation is great.
You guys have an amazing setup over here.
Oh yeah, no, you have to thank the SCD people for that one. They did a wonderful job.
Can and will.
So
looks like we have-
Solar Ride was the only game that went that short.
Oops. So oops. It was playing a little rough there.
It's playing
Had some
like
tough
Solar Ride.
feeds. Tough feeds. Looks like for the second time in a row, we're seeing a amazingly close and interesting game of Grand Prix.
Oh yes, captivating. We have a 433. We have a
Oh.
399. I think we have a 378.
378. And this is ball 5.
Yeah, that is
too.
Tiffany Lynch with the unfortunate 378 to sit just behind Holly's 410 and Bree's 390. Is that Dor or Dory?
Where is it on the screen? Grand Prix. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm the worst person to ask about names.
it's all right. But
Well-
she will be stepping up here in a few seconds, and we can go ahead and give a little bit of extra play-by-play commentary as we are seeing some games finishing up. I just saw people walk away from Game of Thrones. I think Sharkies is still in play right now.
Ooh, Dragon Fist. I
Oh,
love
they're
that
just
game.
practicing
I
right now
love
back
that
there,
game.
but yeah, I just saw a Dragon Fist and I'm like, oh no.
I love that
that
backwards
game.
flipper. It's so
I
fun.
love the game, but every time I've had to play it in a tournament, it's like, okay.
I've
time
never
to
played
die.
it in a tournament, so I bet the same thing's going to happen to me.
Well, I don't see a stars. That's the most important thing for me.
It's on the list. Should be here. Might be in the
Maybe
overflow
I'm just
room.
maybe I'm just completely oblivious to the fact that there's a stars around the corner.
There's a
looking at me
stars
menacingly,
somewhere
waiting to take my money.
waiting, just peering around the corner and like
Yeah.
stalking you.
So thank you guys, Dor E.
There we
Dory,
go. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Will be stepping up here. She's, psyching
gonna-
herself up.
Having quite a good day too.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this setup I see right now. There is I'll call it a portable pin gulp.
Oh, is that the cane?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
saw
a
that thing
cane.
earlier. It's amazing. She's a cane with a cup holder built in that is freestanding on its own because it has a disc on the bottom.
It's got a disc on the bottom. It's got a purple glitter rod going up. And then the top is a cane handle with a cup holder.
Yeah,
and there's a koozie in there.
That is next level.
It looks so
That's
snug.
some engineering that I appreciate.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're getting some fun free action up top.
Yep. Oh.
I think I saw the A target go down.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get
got
that,
an
snipe
A,
that B.
Maybe a B.
Nice spinner rip on the right. I'm not sure which side the red arrow is pointing.
Left.
I think it usually is left unless they have extra balls on for ball 5.
Yeah, it looks like
So now I actually know something about this game.
30,000 on the left and some number I can't see on the right.
There's a
She
left
collected
collect.
Yep.
It is 5K each, so we have not doubled just yet.
Yep.
Still got a ways to go.
the
That
classic.
saucer kick out.
No, it was the
not?
flipper. That was a hold up the right flipper and whoop.
Oh, I missed that. We have a very bad angle on this. We're doing
oh,
our
no,
best. People.
I was up on my like tiptoes, like crouching down, so I don't look too obvious. But that was one of those. It rolled up the in lane and fell out the hole.
It's tough on a tough competition Grand Prix when you're sitting in last after 244.
Yeah. It's always rough.
Yeah.
So
Grand
that
Prix giveth and Grand Prix taketh away.
looks like it's the end of the round. I believe Sharky Shootout is also done right now, so we should be getting us a new round here soon. So Nicole Turk is running off to a commanding lead. We are taking top 24, and we're cutting off at about 4:05 Eastern. I think that's
a little less than an hour.
8:05 Greenwich. Daylight savings time is weird.
Next round is up.
All right, where do you want to go?
Where do we want to go? We were just talking about Dragon Fist. We could play some of that.
Let's go to Dragon Fist.
Let's go to Dragon Fist. Yeah.
All right, and while we're getting everything moseyed, well, we do not have a Mentorial for Dragon Fist, I do not believe.
I love those Mentorials, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no, this is like the one rare game we do not have a Mentorial for. Eric, 2025, the time is now.
You gotta get it.
So you're going to actually get to watch some behind-the-scenes footage of the top of a hat.
It's a very nice hat.
Oh, it's a lovely hat. Definitely better than my $6 brown hat that I bought at a Walmart in the middle of Pennsylvania because I was working on my car, and I'm like, I need a hat. Yeah, I'll tell you the story later.
Oh,
but
that's a nice looking.
Yeah,
that's a
that
nice
is
looking Dragon
gorgeous,
Fist. Oh,
gorgeous Dragon Fist. Again, we got a little bit of
Okay.
reflection on the light on the right. We can't really deal with that too much. That's going to be also under a spotlight, so womp womp. But again, IPDB, search Dragon Fist, visualize in your mind what the right side of the Dragon Fist
it's
playfield looks
mostly
like.
just a shooter lane. You're okay. You got a nice little spinner there.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to see the target as well.
No.
And the lovely dragon plastic on the right. One of the, let's see, 3 dragons on the playfield?
Mm-hmm. I was always a fan of these style where we have the lane guides that are long and swooping shots that, aim themselves at pop bumpers. So, that's the goal, is to get up there, and then it just releases you back into the wild.
Yes.
Is it still on,
You're looking for...
yeah, the little circle-y thingy. How do I do that again? I forgot.
I mean, you can also just use the mouse on this screen as a whiteboard.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, just pull it over to this side and...
This is the same computer. We're good. So
Yeah.
I also, my favorite thing here,
Oh, yes.
inline drop targets, or not inline,
Yeah.
flush with the wall, sweepable drop targets here as part of the wall. So your objective here is you want to hit this probably right around here, right after the rubber. It'll slide smoothly right up this rail, sweep all 3 of these, and then come around and go into full chaos here. If you miss 1 or 2 of these, sometimes this pop bumper will give it to you afterwards. It is a great feeling. I have no idea if it's worth any points on this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, Stern did a wonderful job with all of those. Let me go ahead and grab the new match. Remember the interactive. Oh boy. studio mode.
All right, looks like we're stepping up.
Yep. That would be our number 1 seed right now, Nicole Turk, stepping up to the game.
Good recovery on that rebound. Gets a nice set of drops there. Oh, that ball went all over the place before finding the drain. And it didn't hit anything on the way.
And there you go.
All right.
So we
How
got
do I
Nicole
clear
Turk,
my little lines there.
Melissa Lon, a mystery player, and Emily Meyerson. All right, I'm going to leave that mystery player alone for a little bit. Oh, no!
Almost came back, but denied by the flip.
Yup. So this would be Sarah Quishin, former Pennsylvania women's state champion, stepping up to the game.
All right, grabs an
So what do you
in-lane
know
there.
about
I was
Dragon
worried.
Fist?
Not much beyond the interesting layout. I'm a big fan of these old, rare, strange layout games, but that doesn't mean I know how to win them.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay. So this game,
Rude
you want to
bump.
think of it similar to a. You want to think of it similar to Sea Witch.
Ah,
You have
okay.
to chase drop
Okay.
targets around the playfield when they're lit to advance your bonus X. Now, if you notice down
Oh,
here,
no flippers there. She looks very confused.
I think that was just a stern tilt. She's fine.
Ah, yes. To give me the ball back before you can I
Yeah.
give you another one.
So if you notice that highlighted line down here, spinner's score is 200 for each lit multiplier. Your playfield, your bonus X also correlates to your spinner value. So you want to advance the
Wow.
bonus X so you can advance the spinner value.
So you don't even have to choose between bonus and spinner like a lot of
Correct.
old games. You get both at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
And guess what? You know, you light the 2X, you shoot the spinner, and sweep the drop targets. So you remember that good
Yes.
geometry you were talking about, that sweepable drop target
Yep,
bank.
I see him on the right there too.
Yeah.
2 of them. Maybe I can bring that back for the next game. We'll put some sweepable drops in the middle of a rail.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, was that a tilt?
I think it was.
There
This
was-
game is very
that was
sensitive.
very tight. I saw a little bit of a shake, but nothing that I would have. I have heard the games are playing quite tight here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess this one has just got a little bit of a tight tilt on
I
it.
guess so.
Looks like we might be getting a tournament director.
I would be in her shoes. Even if it's just to open up the coin door and verify that the tilt bob is there and functioning correctly, which I have had that challenge work out
Yeah.
because I've found a game that seemed to be working fine, only to find out that the tilt bob was actually permanently resting on the ring.
Yep.
So when it was coming off the ring is when it was tilting, and that is not correct. And
Right.
they were like, no, that's not a tilt. This is
I've had
malfunctioning." So-
that happen when I've done that myself and contested it, and I found that there was a manual leaning on the tilt bob.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, a manual leaning on the tilt bob, which was just knocking it up
Yep.
against the ring, and that was causing really, really tight tilts on an EM.
These things happen, and it
Yeah.
is well within your rights as a player to request that the TD review the tilt bob to make sure
Yeah.
it's working right. Just make sure that you're gracious in the event that everything's fine.
Exactly.
Yep. But absolutely, stand there, wait for the TD, find out, get shown with your own eyes that it's working perfectly, show all the other players that it's working perfectly, and then
Yeah.
carry on.
And even sometimes, like, if it's something that's absolutely shenanigans, like, I will just be like, hey, do you want me to ask a tournament director for you?
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
I encourage people. Please,
Yeah.
please ask. Don't just accept it if it really does not feel correct.
Yeah. If something's messed up, it's going to be messed up for everyone. All right, so I don't know if we can, let's see, maybe we can.
Oh, you got a mic over there. Fancy.
We don't have anyone mic'd up, but we can turn up the rig for a little bit here. Unfortunately, you're hearing the police sirens off of a getaway.
And that is all I'm hearing. No one's even at that getaway.
Um,
There's a player up,
maybe
but no one's in the middle of the ball.
it's- What would be Diamond Lady? I don't know if Diamond Lady makes that noise.
Diamond Lady is also not in the middle of being played. So
Yeah.
I don't think. No, it's definitely not getaway.
Maybe it's just Dragon Fist.
It could be Dragon Fist. All right, we got Josh over here. Josh and Bree, the TDs. That we're going to be looking at that tilt bob just to verify if any shenanigans are in fact occurring. Hello, Fox City Pinball. How you guys doing? We're just reviewing the tilt bob on our Dragon Fist here.
Yep.
Make sure it's functioning properly. We had an admittedly questionable tilt from
Two
our player
admittedly
number
questionable tilts
Two
so
of them.
far. Sarah also tilted.
Ah, okay.
So we've had two questionable flip tilts or very light tilts.
Very light.
So a tournament director is currently checking the tilt bob. I don't know if you are allowed to adjust it, but we might have some interference or something else going on, so it looks like something may be happening.
In theory, if you adjust it, you're going to have to start the game over.
Yeah.
In theory.
In theory.
Likewise, if there are in fact shenanigans.
Yeah.
A manual leaning on the tilt bob. That's like something.
Oh, manual leaning on the tilt bob was
crazy.
a wild one.
And yet
Only at
totally
Trent's
believable.
Barn.
I'm like, how has this
Yeah.
not happened 1,000 times? Oh, it was at Trent's Barn.
It was at Trent's Barn. It was a roller coaster at Trent's Barn.
An RCT?
No, RC.
Oh, no, the actual
the
roller coaster
RC,
EM. I love
the
that
one
game.
with the habit trail.
Yep, I love that thing. I was
Yeah.
the first place I ever played it was there.
All right. I think at this point it looks like we might have to bust out the Law and Order theme song. We definitely have some litigation going on.
Yep. We would have been already playing on if everything were as expected.
Yeah.
So I think you're right, Pixel Titans. I think we're looking at some shenanigans after all. Bree and Josh are deliberating probably about what to do about it at this point. If they have discovered some shenanigans, it's
so
gonna be
there are shenanigans. It is a overly mobile tilt bob.
overly mobile.
Yes.
Is that a fancy
So
way for saying
while-
it's disconnected somehow?
No. While we've been sitting here and deliberating and talking, the tilt bob is still violently
It's
swinging
still
in the game.
moving.
We have been here for 5 minutes,
We have
folks.
been here a very long
And
time.
I have, live from the floor, Sarah herself texting me, the tilt bob is still swinging.
That is dedicated commentating right there. He's got the inside scoop. So that would also explain why we're all not quite sure what to do about that, because that is not a standard malfunction that you really can have on the books.
That is Eric coming over to deliberate.
Yep, that's everyone agreeing, yep, this is not right, but
This is
what do we do
wrong,
about it?
But is it wrong in a way that we could do something about it? Or should we?
Do we have to say play on? Do we have to say, you know what, we'll take it apart after this round? Like, I was not quite able to make out what he was saying.
So it looks like it might be a play on.
Play on, all right. But I mean, even with a play on, like, Nicole has to feel vindicated. There is something going on. It is not normal. You should always question. If it truly feels strange, just ask politely.
And even if it's not going to help your game,
Oh,
the next group
especially.
that comes up
Especially.
can have the game fixed.
the amount of times I've said to TDs, like, hey, our group just played through this, but you should know
Yeah.
this game is literally on 3 legs. Please go fix the...
Tilt bob.
Yeah, no matter how long it takes, it just keeps going.
For about 4 or 5 minutes, and it's still swinging.
It must be in the perfect resonance frequency of some vibrations over there.
Some vibration, some electromechanical, magnetic shenaniganies. I'm going to let the tilt bob settle for 10 minutes.
Perpetuating self-perpetuating energy machine may have been discovered.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, we have another theory from Fuzzy Chort. It's a superconducting magnet devoid of friction, thus achieving phase, I think, Mark 6 belts and satisfactory.
Ooh. Some satisfactory going
Yeah.
on in the chat. I love it. I
That
hey,
was just
this
me
is-
adding it on top of there. I'm addicted to that game.
Okay, so what I'm hearing here is you've got satisfactory on one screen and pinball streams on the other.
I do that at work all the time. No, I'm kidding.
You've got work on one screen.
Work on one
and
screen and satisfactory
satisfactory
on
on the other. Also good.
That's how you know it's efficient.
Yes. I mean, you got to prototype things.
Mm-hmm.
How better than
That's
with a
right.
virtual sandbox?
Yep.
All right. Deliberations still going on here.
Well, now even if we've made a decision, we need to explain it to the players in a satisfactory way. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. We are playing on.
So Melissa stepping up to her ball 2 after the discussion. And finds the outlane.
The same way it has been found before. This little piece of rubber is just loving to get a nice feed here and just go boing straight over.
Okay.
There's my clear.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if that is directed in my. The tilt bob has been pulled.
Completely.
Pulled. Yoinkity. It is still a play on. But the tilt bob has been yoinked.
Let's say I'm going to say on many other games that might be very helpful.
Yeah.
Not necessarily over here, but let's see. If you get that news in the middle of a round on an old classic like this, what are you doing with it?
If that is something I know is fair game.
Yeah, and you know that everyone knows. The tilt bob has been yanked.
I'm not going to over-abuse it. That was a wonderful dig, by
That
the
was
way.
an amazing
save.
save.
But I am going to take advantage of the fact that there is a new way to manipulate the game.
I'm going to be tapping off of every surface. I'm going to be digging hard for those slaps.
Like that's like I'm going to be moseying that.
Right there.
That would be
I wanted
right
a nice
there.
big shake.
Yep, that's a boom, boom. But 95,000, solid ball 2.
I don't necessarily disagree with Fox City over here. Good call, but considering that not all players caught the same amount of balls on a tilt bob and off a tilt bob, I would agree a restart should have probably happened.
I 100% agree with that, but there is the IFBA bylaw that the tournament director is always right. So that is what I'm working off of here.
I mean, we do have excellent TDs
exactly.
here.
Nobody here is a greenhorn, I would say. Like this is Eric's 6th go-around of just this, let alone everything else that he's done.
I mean, what a save.
Wonderful work with the tip of the flipper right there.
And I got to say, the other players that are coming up after this change, unlike you and me who are absolute monsters, they have not been shaking. So.
Oh, yeah.
Another good
slap. That's a sweep. That's a lovely slap sweep right there.
And it happens again.
Yep.
That left rubber, just a clean feed to the right out lane.
But Emily does get double bonus, so double spinner value. And the bonus is actually a decently good collect.
Oh, that's a very good.
Yeah.
That score's looking quite good right now.
That score is looking juicy.
Looks like we might be dropping some frames. Ooh, pop bumper being nice, giving some targets. Oh, and the rest of the game is just not letting Nicole play. I would not be feeling good after that.
Yeah,
I don't
I
blame
mean,
her.
She already kind of got the rough end of a ruling, so to have a house ball or one flip right after that is even more rough. I mean, with a time check right now, I think she's going to qualify, no matter what happens at this point.
Yeah,
but you're posturing for position at this point.
And standings aside, it just doesn't feel good.
Oh,
in the short-term moment, it just feels crummy. You could be in first place by a mile, and as soon as that your brain boots back into that, oh yeah, but I'm okay mode. But like in the moment, that's going to feel just not good. That was another great stall using those weak flippers to an advantage, or not weak, but the weak hold.
Yeah, I think that was just a try at a live catch. It's just like, okay, I guess I might as well.
Yep.
Also,
the ball just stuck.
Yellow targets on the play field. They're 3,000 after you activate them, and they light the left orbit for 2,000 a light. So you can get some big values out of just shooting left orbits if you don't feel like the spinner's worth it.
Ooh, very nice with that little rollover up there. Ooh,
nice little
shot.
hop.
Ooh, got caught up on the drop.
Catches it on the way down.
Yup. Good control on this ball here. Ooh, not a very juicy spinner. Or maybe it was just hit at a weird angle.
The game reset.
The game has reset with a live ball into a one-player game, and we're on. Wow. Okay. Well.
Oh, that is just playfield. Well, all right. Oh boy.
That.
I know we're about to get summoned, so.
Oh boy. If it weren't already for the screwing up tilt bob.
Yeah. Sorry, Carlos. I cannot be dealing with that right now. I would love to watch you walking through jungle gyms, but I have to now.
Oh man, Carlos, send me that video. I haven't gotten to go there yet. I want to go to Jimmy Jams.
You should.
I think we're gonna go on Sunday when we were gonna go this morning.
Looks like we are
going
just
over
moving to Getaway.
Good,
I don't have to do all that work.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we get a ruling, we will update y'all.
I believe the ruling is Getaway.
That might be it.
Yeah, the ruling is Getaway.
Do over. All right.
Yeah, we can already confirm it. It's already on the screen. It says the Getaway high speed 2.
There we go.
They're not even going to try at this point. That game is effed.
Goodbye.
To put it nicely.
Well, I'm glad I chose that game so we all got to witness what was going on there.
Yeah, so now we can sit here and enjoy a lovely time. I mean,
we get a free game out of this.
Yeah, we get a free game out of this.
We make out great.
Yeah. And depending on how this runs, this could mean one more round after this. So.
And so now Nicole's really got to dig in her own mind and just say, new game, new situation.
All the crap that happened is behind me.
It's behind me and didn't matter. Ooh, that up and out. That's got to be a nice 1-2-3 combo. Let's get that in the code. Up and out to out lane to tunnel.
It's in some games, like Congo has it.
I love Congo.
Yep.
Amy Good Gorilla.
I mean,
the worse the movie, the better the pin.
I was about to say, I love Congo the pinball machine, not Congo the movie.
I've never actually seen the movie. I kind of want to have like a pinball movie marathon where we go through the worst and the best pinball movies. That'd be a fun thing to do.
There we go.
Nice
Nicole
little clean lock up there. Nice car.
So she's going to go ahead and shift, get second gear.
Pixel Titans suggests we take the tilt bob out of Getaway now, and I support this.
Just remove the tilt bob from every game they play. Ooh, rough feet down, but a solid start. Gear 2.
Yep, got
Always
some good work going on. Got one lock.
Melissa stepping up here to a brand new game. She was dead last in a game that no longer exists.
Never happened.
It never happened.
Never happened.
Exactly.
Dead last in what? Never happened.
Dead last in what?
Oh, what a bounce
sneaks the burn rubber. That's going to not validate the switch?
What? Is it stuck? Is it in the scoop?
It's in the scoop.
Is it sitting on a... What?
There it is.
All right.
Hey.
Everything's okay.
Okay.
All right.
We found the 5 million.
5 million. I spend entire games being gate kept by that shot, so...
Yep.
I've had friends yelling at me, shift gears, and I'm like, I know how to shift gears. I want my mystery awards. They're good.
I want to do the funny mystery award.
Yup. Oh, you know, like the instant multi-ball or the broken video mode.
No, you want the double video mode.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite. Especially on the older code where the video mode's worth almost 30 million.
I mean, it's still worth like 20 and change.
Yeah.
But
if you go 5th gear, it can be up to like almost 40. It's crazy.
True. But yeah, if you get a mystery on every gear, when you shift into 3rd gear to light the mystery, the mystery will also give you a video mode.
Oh my God.
You get a double video mode. It is amazing.
And that mystery can be video mode.
Yeah, that's the thing. The 4th mystery in the game on tournament settings is video mode.
Ah.
So it lines up. You light your video mode, and your mystery is lit for video mode. Nice.
Yeah, 2 loops there. Saved
nice
out of
2
0.
loops. Immediately pops the shifter as well.
Oh.
Immediately lights the kickback too.
Perfect. This is like the kickback of the game, just like High Speed 1.
Except unlike High Speed 1, you can't just do that from the in lanes.
Uh-huh.
It's not that easy.
At least we have 2 banks there. It gets rough.
Yeah.
Supercharger, one of my favorite old school pinball gimmicks.
Yup.
I actually have one of these in my basement in pieces.
The Supercharger or the game?
The entire game.
Ricochet.
Picked it up at Kalamazoo.
Nice.
I don't want to say how long ago, because it's
a time.
Been in pieces ever since.
I mean, I could say that the person who just played really wanted a Star Trek TNG for $1,500 in a lot of pieces, and I can tell you how many pieces it's in. It's how many pieces we bought it in.
Hey, as long as all those pieces are there, $1,500 is still a great deal for that.
Emily Meyerson stepping up to the game. Already has shot an upper loop for 2x bonus and 2nd gear.
And a nice little reverse loop, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if the slingshot's going to be nice. Give the ball back. All right, we got another chance.
Yep. Ooh.
Green target.
Half loop. And
I don't think we got any credit for that, but that's okay. We got the ball back. Oh, please.
Nice. Aw, rattled in between the two.
A lot of rattle shots, but she's staying safe.
Yep. Wants the burn rubber, it looks like, from that left flipper.
I would, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's just not giving it.
There we go. Supercharger. Get a few millions
on the board. There we go. We're
light
on
a
the
light.
board. 6 million.
And that was 3rd light for that set, so that's going to light a lock.
All right.
Whoop.
Tried to rail it up that out lane, or rail it up that orbit. Didn't quite make it. Still in contention.
Yep.
We have a nice, close 4-way game right now.
Yeah, so Nicole, Sarah, and Emily all have either 1 lock or 1 lock ready. Nicole has her 2nd lock ready. Yep. And Melissa is a little bit further behind, but...
Give that
back.
Give that back.
Ooh.
Why not?
I hate grace periods sometimes. That is
still blinking
rude.
When you hit your outlane switch. Feels bad, man.
Yo, it feels horrible.
Oh, that looked like a clean loop there.
Yep. Few up, downs.
I don't like this. Okay. And free ride is gone, so... Ooh, get in there.
Nope.
Not quite a burn rubber.
But and that's not going to find its way around the loop, but we're going to get some pop time.
That's my favorite of the feeds out of the pops. Unfortunately, it's the most rare. And
Ooh.
Kickback into burn rubber. Good.
Yep, kickback into burn rubber.
I got to say, for the complexity of that little kickback, Steve has that working on every single ancient getaway.
Oh, yeah.
That is I will tell you as a designer, that is not an easy thing. Oh, nice.
A little bit of a flipper fumble, but she does have most of her progress towards her 2nd lock. Sarah stepping up. Currently in the lead. Currently also 1 light away from lighting lock 2. 1 shot away from lighting next gear, which she does.
Nice.
So that's going to be 2nd gear, bonus held.
Double tapped it right up there. Now I have a chance to run away with a small lead, but when you're going into ball 3 with 15 million, any million feels much bigger deal. So there are high scoring games of getaway, and there are very low scoring games of getaway.
Yeah.
All right,
Nicely
nice
done.
in-lane there.
Gets the in-lane, but also shoots the empty supercharger, which will progress your locks.
3 lights kickback. Does she already have kickback? Right?
Yep, she already has it. So she's currently looking towards getting the lock or just making
Right, there's a
general
red
gear
light,
progress.
2 red lights.
Takes the supercharger. That's going to light the
Yeah.
last lock as well. So she's going to come down here, and she has all her locks lit.
Ooh.
Everything's in the tank. She's going to walk away from that, but
Set up for ball 3.
she's set up. She's got
And
29 million, and she's got that bonus held.
That 29 does something to your brain. That is not 15. That is not 18. That's almost double my score. All that stuff. You
Yep.
can play some nice psychological warfare.
Emily gets the out lane, but gets
ride.
the free ride. Also, because the free ride was able to plunge during the speed millions, gets a advance. So the game
And
is
some
yelling
RPMs.
shift gears.
Ooh, nice. There's a lock.
Yep, that's going to fall right out of the lock since there's one in the lock already. The game is going to...
No.
Oh.
Is it
Oh, it gives a
universal?
plunge. Oh, no, that was lock 2.
Kickback and burn rubber.
Or no, that was lock 1. I don't know why I locked a second ball. Yep, burn rubber. There's lock 2.
5
Puts it
million,
around.
And there, 3 donuts. 3 cars in the donuts.
Hold it. Don't do
Secret
anything.
Mania. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Don't open Pandora's box.
It's not worth it.
Do not do it.
It's fun, but it's not worth it.
Oh, no. It's fun. It's chaotic. If you are any form of chaotic alignment, it's the best thing ever.
Hi, that's
But,
me.
yeah, it is opening Pandora's box. It can cause
Uh-huh.
shenanigans.
I find it to be cursed. It is a cursed item for me for sure.
Yeah.
I immediately die when I start having fun with Secret Mania.
Emily finds gear 3, so she does have video mode lit.
Right now would be a great time to shift so we can get that burn rubber lit at the same time. You do have about a half a second once you get it into that saucer that you can shift and you'll get
Yeah.
credit. Very friendly with the in lanes. Love that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, almost. Taking pot shots at that tunnel. Wants the video mode. Good reason for that. Would love to see her relight that burn rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
There
it
it
is.
is.
Get that shifter. It's okay. All right, video mode. One of my favorite video modes, actually. Oh.
Oops, finds a car. But that does
Red
light lock 3.
Light. Okay. Still looking good because we're still on ball 2 for her.
Yeah.
Kept this one alive, and I
Ooh.
cursed it, and I
Oh,
am
no.
sorry.
So Emily 1 lock away from multi-ball, Sarah 2 locks away from multi-ball. Both of them have all locks in tow. Nicole and
lit.
Melissa have a little bit of work left to do.
It's very possible, though.
Oh,
One
yeah.
good video mode, which is... No, that's burn rubber that's lit. I got excited for Nicole.
Yeah,
for a minute.
that's
I'm like,
I
what?
think Nicole's burn rubber is 1 advance on the RPM.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 5 million, 1 advance on the RPM.
There we go. That'll be...
Something-
There's our clean one. Not
And-
going to take the Secret Mania.
Good.
Not
good.
a chaotic alignment. All right, lock is not lit.
Lock is 1 target away.
Yep.
Right there. Or, you know, one of
Yep.
these, one of these, one of literally
There it
anything.
is.
There it is. It's lit.
Sniped it. Can we get in there? If you were good at this video mode, that'll put you right back into first place.
I mean, if you're good at this
Or-
multi-ball, it'll also put you into
or-
first place.
If we can get a jackpot, you'll hear one of my favorite call-outs in pinball. Dispatch, this is 504. He got away.
He what?
He what? That's the one. That's my
Yeah.
favorite, one of my favorite call-outs in all of pinball.
what?
He got away. Just, he what? Whoever said that
Well,
was a good idea.
that I think is the end of the multi-ball.
We can still get a super on the grace, or a jackpot on the grace if we do.
Yeah. We have getaway
Let's
time.
go. Getaway time. Oh, we got a lot of getaway time.
And it got away.
Oh.
Oh, no. Nicole
Underrated
currently
commentary
looking
right there.
like she
That is
still has a
unfortunate.
potential for third, but
That's
with
a-
Melissa stepping up and 4 million points away, that could be a potential last.
that was a lot of work for 4 million points.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, multi-ball could definitely be brutal.
Uh-huh. Supercharger. Ooh.
Yep,
Lock is
Supercharger
lit.
light the second lock. That'll also give you one of the lights towards your third.
There's
Ball
a
on the lock, 1,000,000 points.
Yellow. Third gear.
Puts it into third gear and
Oh!
finds the out lane. Lock is lit. This might be enough.
Oh,
This is
I don't
definitely
know.
enough. Because
I
wait,
don't know. I think it was 19-2. Bonus held. Oh, is that going to put her over?
yeah, the gear award pushes her over
Oh,
by 450,000.
Bonus held.
The bonus
Ooh,
hold.
clean shot into
winning
that burn
it.
rubber.
There
Some
it is, up
RPMs.
top.
Didn't quite hit the loop there. Going back into the burn rubber. Looks like it.
Yep. Trying to get the burn rubber, trying to get the ball up top. Really, at this point, any way you can get the ball up top, like
There.
that.
Ooh, very
boom,
nice.
That's an advance. She's one advance away from video mode as well, which you could do right here. You can plunge. You can shoot around, and you can nail the lock or
And
miss
our
it. That's
third
fine.
lock is
That's fine.
lit.
Third lock is lit.
Kickback is lit.
Ooh, a freeway.
some free-
That's going to be
ooh.
a gear shift, and immediately pop the gear as well. Make sure you're getting
Stay
all
out of
the
that out
things.
lane. Everything
All
else is
right, there
fine.
we go.
Here we go. Let's blow it up.
All right, Supercharger, that's fine as well. Points
Grab
are
it
points.
on the way. Grab it on the way. Now
5
right into
million?
the burn rubber. All right. Well, Cradle. Let's see if we can get our left
Oh,
orbit. Not
little
quite.
bit outside.
Pressure's on.
Ooh, nice work there. Nice work.
This is her game to crack wide open.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Went with a little bit of a runway there.
Oh,
no!
no, but that is going to be 4 million in bonus.
That was a pretty lucrative ball, even though we
Yeah.
didn't get everything started. There was a lot of little millions, a little awards in there.
Yeah, so Emily's walking up. She's guaranteed second.
She needs 14
14 million from first.
Yep.
And right now, given the time and the shenanigans that
yeah,
are
I
going
think you're going to
on,
get another round.
we're going to get just one more round after this unless they give us an extension. Or if Emily plays for a while, this could be the last round.
Yeah, let's do it. Play for 17 minutes, Emily. I support this.
Finds a freeway, gets some points. Ball's hanging up there.
Getaway would be a game you could play for 17 minutes and
Oh
not
my
get 12
goodness,
million
yes.
points.
Oh, no!
no! And there's no grace periods on this one.
So that is going to put her at 34, which is still a respectable second place.
Yup.
Sarah Quishin wins. Melissa Lawn takes third and barely gets it over Nicole, who gets last.
And nobody even remembers.
Wait, we played
Dragon
a game before
Fist.
this? Dragon what?
Never heard of it.
So Rebecca Hinsdale is your new leader. Nicole will end up with 38. Sarah will also move up to 38, so Nicole and Sarah will be in the top 4 coming into this final round. Let's see. You got a game in mind you want to go to that isn't Dragon Fist? You
Are
know
our
what?
seeds randomized right now?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no bubble game happening.
Nope, not that we know of. Let's
All right.
see.
What else we got?
Let's.
Can we go for some Atlantis or?
Atlantis is in. Atlantis. Yeah, Atlantis is in. I was going to try to request some Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones is not in this round.
Oh, really? Okay.
So let me get up the Mintorial, and we'll see you in a min. Oh, we're going to Mando? Okay, we're...
All right, Mando it is. Well, maybe not. Round and round she goes.
Well, we don't know what we have to put up the Mintorial for, so we're going to wait a second.
So we got sweet fountain in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The fountain.
Everyone's playing all these games with a soothing waterfall
Yeah.
behind them.
All
Big
right.
game.
Well, let's be
Okay.
right back for you.
Who's ready to learn the greatest game of all time? I know I am. Big game. Let's go. Please note this game is on updated code. Okay, to plunge, you're going to get one of 3 lanes, B, I, or G. That will work you towards spelling big game on the left here. You can achieve game by getting G and A on the side targets, M and E from the in lanes. That will increase the value of this saucer up top, which you collect by shooting the left spinner. You can spell big game up to twice for up to 70,000 points collected at that upper saucer. Next, you'll notice you have bingo cards in the middle of the playfield. These bingo cards are lit on a timed interval or hitting various targets around the playfield. Slings, rollover, pop bumper, top lanes will also change the cards. Whichever card is lit, if you hit down drop targets, it will light corresponding numbers on those cards. The 1 through 3 drop targets are here, 4, 5, and 6 are here, and 7, 8, and 9 are here. So you want to wait for 2 cards to be lit, hit drop targets down, get double your money, and that will increase your end of ball bonus. Also, if the X card is lit, the left spinner will also be lit for 2,000 a spin. That is a massive rippable shot for up to 100,000 points on a good rip. Also, the right spinner right here will light if you spell BIG up top. That will light for the rest of the game for 1,000 a spin. You usually can backhand this spinner from this flipper here for good rippable points. Also, 2x and 3x bonus are achieved by simply filling up the bingo cards. Once you fill them up enough for 2x, it will light. Once you fill them up enough for 3x, it will light. Also, if you have spelled big game and you have 3x bonus, you will receive a 5x bonus. Most strategies involve trapping the ball here, waiting for the left spinner to light. Let the ball roll down to the bottom flipper for maximum power and rip through the spinner. Collect up at the saucer. You'll get around 100,000 for 50 spins through that spinner and collect at the saucer. That's big game.
And yes, that is indeed big game. And it seems like big game.
That's a big game for our first
has
3 players already. Oh, God.
Yeah, has already almost got a third of the way through. So let me go ahead and there we go. Need to do an interaction here. We're going to get up some large spiel. Gross spiel.
Okay.
All right, Chad. And yes, if you saw 1 or 2, you can determine the fate of something. We actually don't even know what this something is.
I have no idea.
We just
it's tied 1-2. Though.
Yeah, it's tied 3-3 for 1 and 2.
Ooh, Pop Bumper is giving a nice drop bank over there for free.
So Laura is stepping up to the game for her ball 2.
Good bump out of the out lane there. Ooh.
So what do you, are you a big game aficionado?
I am not.
Oh my goodness.
I typically end up just dying immediately when I play this game. I don't know why. It's not that I don't like it. It's not that I don't feel like I'm good at it. It's just it always goes somewhere I can't do anything about it. So I don't have a lot of experience with it, although having watched that little minute tutorial, it looks like my favorite shot in the game is the one to go for, which is that upper left spinner.
Yep.
I just enjoy it because it's that fun little elbow that goes into a saucer, and I think that's fun. I like the lack of scissoring on this one.
Yes.
Although I would not have been opposed to them saying, too bad, do it anyway.
Oh no, it actually leads to a lot of really fun interactions where you can do things like post pass on this game by using
a flipper.
Using a flipper, exactly.
Yeah, flipper tip passing. It's one of those games to me that feels like there's so much game. Ooh,
Stephanie with a little bit of heavy nudging there finds the tilt. She will get to keep that bonus into ball 3, so we'll circle around to that.
I find that there's a lot of game here that isn't death, and yet I seem to find the death every time. It's kind of like Paragon for me.
Agreed.
That being said, I enjoy it. I like the hook shots and the nice rollovers.
Yeah.
Drop targets everywhere before we were super stingy with those.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently those are expensive or something.
I guess mechanisms are weird.
Yep.
Oof.
See, like I said, there's so much game, and yet...
Yeah. I like to think of big game as a game where either you're going to make a flipper error or the game's going to decide you're done, and you hope that it's not the former.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of really... Yep.
Yep.
That's also a classic big game drain.
Big game.
If you go down the I lane and come around here, when that ball hits here, you have
Bump
to
left
nudge
or you're
it,
done.
or else that ball will find the center. So
Right.
Desert, oh, sorry.
Ooh, nice shot up the hook there.
Yep. Laura stepping up to the game.
Give me those drops.
It's nice drop action going on right now.
Ooh. Little ricochet at the end of that feed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
there's a power
And
drain.
a dunk. So, quick math in my head.
We're already on ball 3. Ooh, 143 is looking pretty good. She's got to be happy with that. That was a stressful ball.
Okay. So Stephanie, assuming she doesn't tilt again, is about 30,000 points back.
Oh, not quite going to fall into that I lane. Although, from what you were telling me, maybe that's a blessing.
Yeah. The I-lane can have some weird feeds attached to it.
Right now, I'm favoring the B with that pop that tends to give
Yeah.
you a free drop target. Ooh, an upper cradle.
Yeah, that's actually a fun one. The upper cradle gives you a
Uh-huh.
lot of options.
That's one thing I never do on any of these double flipper games.
I think she's got it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, in bonus.
Yep. That 2x bonus that she got from getting a line on all cards that she didn't collect in ball 2, cashed out in ball 3, because that's that double bonus that carried her over the top right there.
All right, we're going to get that I lane, it looks
There's the
like.
I
There's
lane.
big.
That is also big. That lights the center I lane for $5,000. On a normal big game, that also would open up a few more opportunities to light the left spinner. But on this one, you could actually just hold up and wait.
Oop. Almost had control
Yep.
for a second. If we can get it up into that saucer, maybe we can cash out on that I lane. Or maybe
Yeah.
that top bumper will give it to us? No, no such luck.
All right, that's a line on every card. That's double bonus.
Just creeping up there, already
Yeah,
up to
with that lit
113.
100. Oh, don't tilt this.
Don't
This
tilt.
is good.
Don't tilt.
This is good.
Yeah.
And another sneak out in bonus. When
Can
you
we-
have this feature enabled, which you can actually turn off, by the way, it leads to some highly dramatic ball 3s.
All right, let's see how dramatic this ball 3 is. Can we get
Yeah, Doris
passes
Poppman
and
stepping
donuts.
up here.
in bonus?
In donuts?
Yes. Sorry, I was looking at that donut dress. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, no. There was a lot of amazing attire today.
Yup. Tiger onesie, donut dress.
Yep.
Love it.
It's a lot of pop action. That's a lot of the 4, 5,
Ooh.
6 targets as well. Which,
Got just enough to escape that dreaded drain, too.
yeah.
This is good. Some straight shots into the pops. Those are scary.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and that's
Ooh.
why.
Yeah, that's only single bonus, so she's going to end up a little short. So
What a
that
game,
means,
though.
Yeah, what a game. Desiree ending up with 30, Stephanie ending up with 26, Laura on 32, and Doris on 33. So let's actually go ahead and slide over and let's see some of the standings as they're falling in here.
What
With
our
the matches
cutoff
as well.
line lay. It was at 29 before this round.
Yep. So, of course, games aren't probably in yet. We're going to take a little bit of time before that happens. But before we got to this round, the magic number you needed, and I'm going to let the screen show us because it will scroll down, is 29.
That's before all those points come in, so
Right. We will be playing out significant tiebreakers. So even though Courtney is currently below the line due to an automatic tiebreaker, she would be eligible for a tiebreaker game. So, what do you think of Pincinnati so far, other than buying the best table ever? And yes, you bought a table at a pinball.
Yeah, there was
show.
one comment on Facebook that someone said, like, now that one, it's okay if you call a table.
Yes,
That's
that
a
one
hill
is
a
just
lot
like
of people will die on. I'm like,
No, that is a pinball table.
yeah.
That is a pinball table.
Yep. I don't get fired up about the term table like a lot of other people.
No. Whomst among us has not used a pinball machine as a table?
Anyone claiming to be better than everyone else? Because
I guess.
I don't know. The cup holder industry for pinball is not small for a reason.
Yes.
Um,
And I mean, as we saw today, speaking of fashion, the combination cane and cup holder.
Sell that.
Sell it.
Sell it.
Sell it.
I don't use a cane. I would buy that.
Oh yeah. No, this is definitely something where you got to get that in there as well. So, unfortunately, we will not be getting Red and Ted's yet. All tiebreakers that are significant get played out on Big Game. So there will be one big game probably after this, maybe multiple big games if we have enough people, to see who makes the top 50%, the top 24 that will be taking to tomorrow's Amazing Race Finals. Those finals will be held at 10 a.m.
It's where the real fun begins at the Amazing Race. I've only had the occasion to play in one myself, but it was an excellent format run by
Yes.
this same crew over at the barn, and I had a great time.
Oh yeah, the barn ones are great.
That was the year that they lost power due to a thunderstorm and a tree falling over, and they finished the finals via truck.
You know, that is a year that I'm glad to get ninth, because if I was one game later, I would have been stuck there.
That's right.
But I was able to get on the road.
We
I
left.
was able to dodge the storm because I got bounced in ninth. And then I start seeing the updates about people getting stuck there, and it's just like...
You and I must have left at the exact same
Yeah.
time. Like, we had to pull over on the side of the road for a minute for the heaviest rain, but then we just kept on to the airport, and then we were seeing the updates from back,
Yeah.
the pictures of Trent's tree that was falling over. And
Yep. I was going straight east, so I just trucked it and did not see a single raindrop. It was amazing.
Okay, so you beat me by 15 minutes. That was
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, that was legendary. Did they actually? They were up for a D-Genny for that, for most degenerate
Of course
tournament.
they were.
Did they win it?
I forget
thought
if
they
they
won
did
it.
or not. I think they did. It is one of the most absurd pinball stories of a tournament.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's see if we can get some updates from the standings. Looks like all the games are still out. Bree is going to put those in eventually.
Just got to keep us in suspense first.
Of course.
Also, play her game or something. Not important.
Oh no, heaven forbid she has to go play pinball. It's like she's like running a tournament and also playing in it or something. Because she has a wonderful crew behind her of amazing techs, amazing tournament directors. She's not the only one running this show. There is a whole team that is off camera, in the shadows, waiting for Dragon Fist to catastrophically malfunction again.
That's usually where I am. I tend to volunteer to tech for things like this, but this time we flew in, so I didn't have any tools I could bring with me.
No, you just picked the correct excuse. I flew in. I could not bring my tools.
Whoops.
Oops. Now you got to get a table
I'd
back.
still tech. I
I know.
I don't mind. I like teching, especially
Yeah.
for the ladies' tournaments. I always volunteer for that.
Yeah.
My favorite one I've done so far was I had to fix a dead flipper mid-ball, ball 3 of the final 4 at Pincinnati Women's Tournament, and I did it without scoring a point.
Nice. I've had, I think it was...
It was a spring. The return spring died. So I'm like, I can do this if you give me a minute.
I was the tournament director. I wasn't the tech on this, but at Pinburg 2019 or 18, I forget which one it was at this point, we fixed a flipper in a live game of Nip It. Did not score a point as well.
That is tough.
Yeah.
Not even nicking a single stand-up target while you're lifting a playfield, and that is not easy.
Oh, yeah, no. It was like I mean,
we took
the
pictures
Papa
of
Crew
scores and
is
everything.
precise. Oh, well, we took pictures of scores too.
Yeah.
The Papa Crew is precise at their work. There was no expense spared for that core crew, like Lee and Dan Hall, Nick Jaquay. What's up?
It was a tie.
Oh no, it's two. It's
Oh, was it?
You're doing it by sign-up order.
Yeah, two just barely beat it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that last vote. You
Oh
got
yeah,
me.
there was a surge of twos
Yep.
after you stopped paying attention. It was 6 2s to 3 1s. Congratulations, you helped us figure out
Yep.
how we're doing a raffle.
Oh, neat.
For the people, not the chat. Exclamation point raffle will get you
Is
nothing.
it for charity? Let them buy in.
No, we're just giving away a door prize.
Send me PayPal. I'll buy your tickets for you. I don't mind.
Here you go. Oh, not your father's root beer.
I love this
Is
stuff.
there a bar cart somewhere on the floor?
No,
or are you
we just went
bringing
to
it?
we went over to Kroger real quick.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, next time you go out to a grocery store, just go to Juggle Gyms. I don't know if you've ever been
I have
to
not.
Woolies in Pittsburgh.
nope.
Okay.
I've only been to Pittsburgh once. It was for the only Pinburg I made it to before it went down, but I did get to one.
Nice.
And that's all that matters.
Yep, I
But
made
I
it
did
to one
not
as well.
leave the convention center the entire time I was there.
Oh yeah. So Woolies is this wonderful fish meat store that is really cool, but Jungle Gyms is like that at 4 times the scale.
That's amazing.
There we go. So it looks like Rebecca Hinsdale is your #1 seed. 39 points will get you into the top 8.
Let's get down to that cutoff line. See
Let's
who
see
made
that
it.
cutoff line.
In finals, we are going to start at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I used
It is a head-to-head match between Laura Sukalak and Chelsea
Chelsea.
Pomeroy for the last spot.
Bree missing it by a point.
Yup.
That's actually a pretty good comeback for her. She had a
Yeah.
rough start, and she said, well, I'm out after like 2 rounds, so I'm really happy to see her near the cutoff line.
Yeah. So we are parked in front of Big Game. We have extra Big Game.
This is the big game.
So we're just going to move that back to the cam.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually have any
Is Melissa Long
Notifi-
still here?
We're going to find out what the cutoff game is in a minute.
Melissa?
I assume it's going to be big game.
It's Big Game.
Okay.
You get your choice of one of these 2 translates. So Stern actually
Prizes.
gave Eric's
Yeah.
Prizes.
and he gave us 2 prizes because he's awesome. So, absolutely.
What game is that? Is that Ghostbusters?
I believe so.
I think I see some streams on it.
All right. Apologies for my MS Paint here.
I support you.
As a child, I did a lot of MS Paint on a ball mouse, so
That is
I am.
very legible.
Yeah.
That is not something you should be apologizing for. If you want to see something worth apologizing for, I'll write it next time.
And the mouse just jumped.
Send it. Keep going. All right, we are stepping up to big game for our tiebreaker. All right, the B lane, my favorite one. Oh, and I take it back. It is
Yeah.
no longer my favorite lane. That hurt.
That's Big Game.
That's big game.
So Laura stepping up to her ball 1. Not having exactly a great roll of it there, but Chelsea stepping up now.
Or, in fact, even a single flip.
And
All right, so we are 0
finding
flips to 1 flip.
Yes, and that 1 flip is worth
6,000.
6,000 and change.
Yeah. It's okay. Got a 2-ball game. Just got to shake it off.
Yup.
Especially now that if you're Laura and you see your opponent have the same issue, it's like, okay, reset.
Yeah. Find the
We're
G.
going to do better. We're going to do better.
Ooh,
One flip is
finds
better.
2 Gs.
There's a 2 flips. We're playing. Massive post pass.
Oh, that's a tilt. No, wait, that's not a tilt.
Oh, it is. Oh, I thought I heard it.
No, that's a different noise that sounds just like a tilt.
I appreciate you giving me that much credit. It did sound like one.
There is a lot of noises in that game that sound like boom.
Like, that was really sad what just happened to you. That's what it says to me.
Yeah.
All right. Picks up that.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
Please replay that, please.
Done.
And saved.
Well,
that was a ball. There we go.
Yeah.
That's got to feel good. You're right back in this.
Right
Pressure's
back
on.
in the game. Double bonus with ball 3 bonus in tow. 139 to 24.
Oh!
Big game is being big game today. Welcome to peak big game.
Sorry, guys. We don't have the camera for the angle we need to show you for this crap.
Yeah.
With that up and over.
Yeah, that is a thing. You can launch the ball over the flipper on big game sometimes. It's just a thing. It's an awful,
horrible
thing. No good, very bad thing.
Right, you feel bad, but as Laura now, you just gotta bury it, extend that lead, grow the pressure.
Yup.
This is for an entire day's play. So
yeah, this is to see who gets into tomorrow.
Yeah, this is the most important game of the day.
That's why it's on big game.
Yeah,
it's
the biggest
game.
Oh, can't
and
quite
the
dig
right
out of that
orbit
one.
Finds the drain.
It's been trying to get her this entire time and it's been failing. So.
All right, 238. That's your mark.
All right, 200 on one ball. Let's go.
Chelsea needs 200,000 on this ball.
She can do it.
She can do it. It's big game. You can do that pretty quickly on a big game.
If the game will let you play for long enough.
Yeah.
Ooh, power in lane there.
That was cool.
I liked it. A super ski jump.
There we go.
Oh, there's our upper spinner and saucer.
15 grand as well after this thing is done doing its job.
Let's see if we can get that G lane. Not quite.
Double bonus as well for having line on every card.
Yep, you need that. Okay, we're at 76.
Oh! All
that
right.
will not quite be enough.
So that we'll need a tournament director to drain that ball
Yeah.
for how violent it was, but that will.
It skipped over the drain or something.
I don't think the maths here. I think
does
Laura
not.
Sukalak is your 24th seed.
Yeah, we're going to have to place that in the drain.
Yeah.
Or just call it on not close enough.
Yeah, that is some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's all right. I'll do the math.
6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 45. No. Unfortunately.
I can close this up whenever.
All right, so we're getting the official ruling now.
Yeah. He's going to put it in the drain.
Do the thing. Do the.
No, the drain
No,
didn't
it was
register.
such a violent drain. It shot through the trough.
Which got to make you feel a little better.
Yeah.
As Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't see it coming, neither did the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There we go.
And there we go.
And it's close, but it's
238
not going to be enough.
163. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get those names off the screen. Congratulations again to Laura. And
Very well played.
we're
Well
going to
earned
go
on
ahead
that.
and bow ourselves out of here and get ready for some more action.
Sweet. Thank you
Why do I
guys so
keep
much for
thinking
having me here. This was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, Ryan.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a little break. Going to do a little bit of rest, recuperation, maybe look at a game or two. And then the Who Day Match Play tournament, the 138-player match play event, the Open, if you want to call it that, will be starting at 5 o'clock. We may be a little bit late just so we can get people in. So 5:30, get your lunch, get your dinner.
Ugh, after
If you're on
playing that one.
If you're in Germany, get your beer.
Or
drink
Cincinnati,
of choice.
Get your beer.
And we will see you soon. Again, just before we step out of here, I want to give one more shout out to our sponsors, as well as everybody here who's been running things. SDTM Pinball, who's provided us this wonderful opportunity to broadcast as well as Arcade Legacy, the presenting sponsor for Pincinnati, Pinball Monk, Tilt Amusements, Comet Pinball, Stern Pinball, SpeakerLightKits.com, Pin Stadium Lights, and Mad Pinball. So, without further ado, you have any last words?
Not really.
All right.
Thanks for having me again. And this has been fantastic. Some fantastic gameplay, and now I'm looking forward to actually trying to do that myself.
Yeah,
Not gonna
there
work. It's
might
not
be
gonna
some
work.
open practice. So if you want to get some hands on a particular game, now I think this might be the time.
Sounds like I want to get my hands on that big game.
Oh, it's a fun big game. The Cheetah too. The Cheetah's on custom
Oh,
ROMs.
nice. All
Yeah.
right.
So thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Talk to you later. I will probably not be behind a mic, and I don't think Ryan will be either.
Probably not.
So have a good day, and we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.